All right, new adventure take 2. I don't know if that was a new adventure take 1, but now we got the logo up in my box there. Johnny P's in that lower box there. Everything's happening. It's Face Off Hockey Show. We'll talk about concussions. We'll talk about things coming on. We'll talk about all kinds of different things. Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Big shooting stars! There we go!
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe in miracles? Yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Ladies and gentlemen, sound the alarm. Possible quad box tonight. Pew, 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 pew. I'm here. Johnny P's there. We can hear each other for now. Last week, Lyle couldn't hear Mark when Mark came on.
That might have, I wonder if that was a setup issue, though.
Could be.
Remember I said that my settings when it first came on were a bit weird.
Could be. We'll see when somebody else jumps in.
Okay.
And then we're the Patreon money's going to a dedicated computer soon. So there's that. So thank you for contributing to Patreon. Patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show for dedicated computers. Johnny P, you've been away for a bit.
Yeah.
You
I was in San Francisco.
Yeah, but you were in Flow Rida too. It was kind of weird.
No. I saw Flow Rida.
Oh.
Yeah, Flow Rida was rocking. Okay, so I'm going to say that Flow Rida is one of those artists that I didn't know a lot of his songs, and then you go to a Flow Rida concert and you're like, I know all these songs. So that was pretty cool. That was interesting. John Mayer first tried to put everybody to sleep, and then Flow Rida comes out and just pumps up the whole crowd.
Isn't that what John Mayer does, though? Put people to sleep?
I think so. The who is Stu? Close. Stu, stop trying to tell me how to fix stuff. Get out of here, Stu. I hate you. Yes. John Mayer was good. He played the 3 songs that I knew of John Mayer's. Then it took him half an hour or so, I think, to change. By the way, so I have not been to a concert in an arena in a very long time. We saw the new Chase Center, brand new. The Warriors haven't even played in it yet.
Oh yeah.
So
I was gonna say the Warriors haven't played in it either.
So that's where the concert was. So we got to see that. Place is nice. They told us we weren't allowed to bring in backpacks.
Interesting. See, some places will just have regular bag listing.
Yeah, but it was decently interesting when all the people that were coming there were from a tech conference that gave out backpacks as the swag. So yeah,
kind of bizarre.
90% of the people show up with backpacks, right? And then
don't they own the arena? Don't they have naming rights? Can't they be a little lenient with that?
They don't. Chase owns that arena. They own Oracle Park.
Okay.
Yeah, Oracle
Park. So
if
this is a Giants game.
If this was a Giants game, it would have been fine. But long story short is after standing in line for about a half an hour, somebody that was extremely high up in Oracle got pissed off that there were people standing outside, and backpacks were allowed in the stadium.
Nice.
They just had to be checked. So that was fun. Yeah, Flow Rida does a good job. They literally brought out wheeled dollies that came out of the stage. The stage popped up where the drum sets were, and it was wheeled dollies, and they just wheeled entire sets of drum sets off and put it a new set of drum sets back into the floor. I was like, I've never seen that occur before, but that is badass. On the whole, it was fun. We saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We went to a beach. We saw Alcatraz. We went to...
Did you escape from Alcatraz?
I didn't. I can't swim.
Really?
Well, not well. I mean, I have a hard enough time breathing when I'm not underwater.
Okay, fair enough. That's true. You know what? I didn't take that into account.
So I did not. We didn't get on Alcatraz. It was there were no tickets for Alcatraz, so we didn't make it there. But all in all, it was a good trip to San Francisco. The only thing that sucked was I was still technically working on East Coast time.
Ooh, that's not great.
So I was awake at 5 o'clock in the morning and then like going to sleep at midnight. So my sleep stats, my Snorsky stats were pretty bad last week, but I'm going to say that I made up for it last night. Last night, just to throw this out to the group, sleep quality 100%.
Hey.
In bed, 12 hours and 37 minutes. Asleep for 12 hours and 32 minutes. Yeah, I definitely went to sleep at 5:15 last night.
Amazing.
My body was just like shutting down. It was like, no. Mm-mm. When I know when I can't concentrate on anything that my allergies suck, and I'll probably just shut her down and call it a night. So that occurred. What else happened? Some other stuff happened. We got a article, a blog post in the Discover Annapolis blog. The picture of Black Bear celebrating last year after the overtime goal that I sent to good friend of the show, Colin
C-Mac.
He gave props to Chesapeake Hockey Week podcast. So we got that going for us.
Chesapeake Hockey Week podcast getting a lot of love from everywhere. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the love from the local hockey. It's gonna make my Jen's birthday week a little bit more difficult because I can't get to everywhere. Because it's her weekend.
It's her weekend. So yeah. So that's kind of everything that's going on in a week or two. What did I do this weekend? I went to the Rooftop of Death this weekend.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Rooftop Deck of Death. Yes.
There you go. You know what you should do? Go up to Reisterstown this weekend, see some Stevenson hockey.
I should. What am I doing this? Oh, the boy turns 2 this weekend.
They got a Saturday and Sunday game.
All right, maybe I can go Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing Sunday.
You can go chill. You can go chill with the lovely Green Horses. Go with your Stevenson, Maryland club team in the MEAC and the ACHA.
I did see that. There was an ask for me to take pictures. The ask though was that they would love to have me come shoot some of the skins. I can't even say that word. Action in the D League. Super fast shutter speeds not needed.
Saw that. Oh, the best. First off, I thought Piranhas was the dead home for the Dead Eye, but here we are.
Mark McIntyre. I haven't heard from him in years.
Apparently, John Spatala unfollowed me on Twitter this week.
Oh,
because a band that I like called State Champs did a remix of Real World by Matchbox 20. I sent it to him. I think he just didn't like the joke anymore. So, when you're in a Matchbox 20 cover band.
Rob Thomas actually finally sent the cease and desist letter.
And he can't talk about it anymore. Cool. Well, hockey season's in the air here, Johnny. This week, actually Friday, the Manitoba Moose will take on the Iowa Wild here at the Ralph. Your boys heading down there. Some AHL preseason action. Don't you dare miss it.
Eddie says that we're supposed to have Alice, the housekeeper, in the center of all this.
That's true. No, we did make the joke about the Brady Bunch entrance, or Hollywood Squares was another one. So
that's good.
We can only have up to 7 people though. That's the problem.
I don't think we're going to get past that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get up to 4 people at the same time. That's why quad box possibilities are activated.
The more fun situation will be what happens when you are here.
Oh, I know, right? We'll have to run one computer off of everything and then be great.
We'll figure it out. I mean, that's what we do. We've been doing it for 19 years. We'll figure it out.
I'll do it from upstairs in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll
do the show from the kitchen. You do the show from down here.
Perfect. Love it. So Jen went to media day for UND. They had theirs. Their game against Manitoba is next Saturday. And while there, she got me a nice little Tyson Jost Oyo for $2.
Nice.
So pretty dope there. And then she got me this fancy University of North Dakota ice hockey crease set. Gotta love it. Look at that.
All right.
Beautiful Lego bits. Gonna be great. My Outlook account settings are out of date. Yeah, no shit. I don't use Outlook. That's probably why they're out of date. Stupid. Yeah, what did I do? I worked most this week. Black Bears were in Blaine, Minnesota. Did a coverage of that.
So did they play 4 days straight?
Yes.
Wow,
Wednesday,
that's
Thursday, Friday. And here's the fucked
that
up
is
part about it.
aggressive.
Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Saturday or Friday, 7:00 p.m. And then Sunday or Saturday, 11:30 a.m. So all over the board.
Wow.
Went 2-2, respectable. I don't think they lost the two losses they had. They margin of difference was they lost 2-0, they lost 3-2.
Huh.
They're playing well.
They didn't give up 15 goals.
That's true in the second period, no less. I think they gave up less goals in the entire showcase than they did in the 2 second periods of the 2 second periods. They gave up 8 goals in the second period in the first weekend. And then I think they gave up a total of, let me see here, 1, 2, 2, and 3. Yeah, they did a little bit of math. I think they gave up 8 goals the entire tournament. So,
well, that's good. That's good.
Yep. Now they're in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton for some weird time games. Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 3:30.
So they don't come back again for a month, right?
Yeah, till October.
And then I won't even be in town that weekend.
That's sad.
Oh well.
Oh well, what can you do? But yeah, I would watch some. I got some Stevenson action in. It's funny, the Stevenson broadcasters, I think, are just parents.
Maybe Sean's doing it.
Maybe they're like talking over each other. It's like they're from Dundalk. It sounded really great. I missed it. I missed home.
It might be Sean doing it actually. He might be there. Like the time that I think Sean did color for the DeMatha St. Joe final game that one year or whatever, when I was like doing all the camera work. And
oh right, I think Joe Miller was on the call.
Joe Miller was on the call. Yeah. We brought in some real help.
Yeah, really, no doubt. We brought in the professionals. And what else? Oh yeah, and I watched some Team Maryland on Sunday night because they were playing.
Wow, you had a lot of hockey.
I had a lot of hockey. That hockey TV. I got to make the most of it.
You're getting your money's worth so far, I guess.
Oh, I better. It's over $200.
What the heck?
Yeah, but I get
that should be subsidized by a team.
I think I can write that off for taxes.
All right, that's fine.
I can write that off tax wise. Just like this new computer, I think I can write off tax wise. Todd Butts can show me. He does all this stuff illegally. So yeah, it's been fun. And the funny thing is that Hockey TV is the one where you can get like beer league games from Ottawa. They stream live.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Those are the best.
Deadeye needs that, honestly. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. And then yeah, just working for the weekend. And then yeah, hockey coming up this week. So I'm very happy about that. Sam Annis will be in the lineup, the Landon School project prodigy, who went to Quinnipiac, now playing with the Wild organization. Maybe get a little something from him this weekend. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah. So that's that.
Are they playing the Manitoba Moose? Or are they playing the
Manitoba Moose?
University of Manitoba.
So UND is playing the University of Manitoba next Saturday.
Okay.
This Friday and Saturday is AHL preseason at the Ralph between the Manitoba Moose and the Iowa Wild.
All right. See, I tried to put the two pieces together.
Sure. No,
I didn't add up to 4. That was the problem.
No, I kind of rammed them together like Tommy Boy.
That's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so. It's right here.
Right here, not here or here so much. Let me tell you why I am a anyway. You got a good look at your butcher's ass for sticking your head up there, but when you rather take his word for it, I'm just gonna go into Tommy Boy quotes.
There are periods of time where I use that at work, and then I realize the people I'm talking to are too young to have seen Tommy Boy. I'm like, really?
God, people,
come on, watch the classics.
Exactly. You know what, Johnny? I think it's time. We haven't heard this music in a minute.
It's time.
We haven't heard this music in a little bit. Kids have been flaunting for it. Many kids have come up to me and said, "Sir, where are your pants?" I said, "Sorry, they're not Austin Matthews."
Oh. No! How did you kick me out, Gmail? Jerk store.
Google just like, oh, you're gonna go to another stream? Screw you.
Yeah, Google's like, nope, can't use Gmail now. Oh, are we serious here?
Hashtag Quadbox.
Hashtag Google's kicking me out when I click on the link for the now we won't get tagged audio. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I can't pull it up.
Oh wow.
Hold on, I have some music that I think we can.
Okay.
use.
All right. You know, we always have a backup. Always have a backup with what's going on here.
I have some
Mhm.
music. I think
Okay.
right here we can probably use.
Okay. That's right, kids. It's the injury report.
I did upgrade my phone, so maybe
you got
that's
75
the problem.
cameras.
No. I don't have the 70. Not yet. That's
Mm.
January.
Really?
Damn you! No. I mean, for me, I can't afford till then, and I'm not paying extra money just to get a quad box of cameras.
Quad box of cameras. All right, Braden Point. He's got a hip injury. He had a hip surgery earlier in the summer. He's not going to be able to go until the end of October. Luckily, he signed that new deal, so he's fine. And then a trio of concussions: Brock Besser, concussion, out indefinitely. Oscar Fantenberg, out indefinitely due to concussion.
Orange soda.
Exactly. Want
That
a
should be
Fanta?
his nickname.
Ryan Paling, concussion, out indefinitely. All three of those guys finished their game. And then the next day, like, hey, I think I got a concussion.
Oh, that's great.
Concussion spotter's doing great in this league right
Well,
now.
I mean, it's preseason for everyone.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
I mean, they don't walk around to like kids' soccer games over the summer and spot concussions. So I think maybe they're getting back in the swing of being able to see a concussion.
Being able to see this entire concussion. Wonderful. So there's those injuries, and obviously things have happened, which we'll see. How Brock Besser and Paling both. Yeah, I think Besser had a couple more assists, and Paling had a couple more assists after their games. So I guess they contributed. Good for them.
All right.
Lottie Dottie, who wants the potty? Patreon pick. Patreon. We have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com. Okay. Go to patreon.com and you
Right now?
Yep. And you hit after that you go to /
Okay.
like Cordell Stewart.
Yep.
And then you go / Face Off Hockey Show. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All one word. No breaks up or anything. And then that's where you can contribute to us.
I got it.
Yeah. No, it's right there.
Looks beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris is a big fan. So is Matthew, Damon, Mark, and Trista. You know who else? Sean, Angela, Mitch, Kevin, Jeff, Brian, and Ethan. They all love it.
You've been doing a ton of stuff on there too.
We've been adding things. Things have been added.
134 posts.
134. There. Patreon.com/FaceOffHockeyShow. All the money goes back into the show, goes back into buying computers, buying flights, buying all kinds of stuff to get to where we need to be your top rated
TV.
podcast. What? Yeah, Hockey TV. We can write that off. I wonder if we can write off Patreon. Like as a concept. Write off Patreon as a concept.
Oh, you mean just have people send us $1?
Yeah, exactly. Have everyone send us $1. See how it goes.
That should work.
I think so. They picked it. I gave them the option. They picked it. Johnny, you know what happened a year ago yesterday? You know what happened on September 24th, 2018?
No.
Johnny, a revolution started.
Did the revolution involve dancing?
It involved dancing, and it was televised.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 1 year since Greedy came onto our lives.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And honestly, our lives are fuller for it, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Not a fan? Are you not
I'm
a fan
kinda-
of Greedy? Are you
no.
not a
I mean,
mascot
my
guy?
life is kind of on par still.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, my life didn't get better. Gritty is fine.
Sure. The no-nose Muppet has come onto our lives, and honestly, if there was one stupid marketing tool that the NHL or an NHL affiliated team did and then fell into success, of course it was going to be a Philadelphia team.
Of course it would have
Of
been
course
Gritty.
it was. Of course, Gritty, who is just, I think the Flyers were just like, you know what? They want us to have a mascot. Fuck them. We'll give them the stupidest one available. And he just becomes nightmare fuel / endearing to everybody.
Well, so I don't think he's like nightmarish. I mean, the googly eyes are fantastic. The Oilers one is more nightmare fuel.
I think when Gritty came out, when we all saw him, we were just like, what is this abomination?
Yes, and that's what occurs is everybody's like, oh, that's amazing.
Yep. And all the hipster kids.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Maybe what we have yet to figure out, maybe that's just one massive beard that Gritty has. Maybe
I wonder
he's
if he works for Lightstream.
maybe he's a ginger. And hey, you know what? Had we pried a little bit more, I bet you Gritty was back there pairing those beers with the bacon.
Oh my
In Dallas.
God.
We just didn't know because it was before we met Gritty.
No, this was after we met Gritty. Dallas was 2018, wasn't it? Or
Dallas was
2017?
Dallas was not this past summer, the summer before.
Yeah, 2018, right?
Yeah, you just said that Gritty came on the market on September 24th, 2018. The draft would have been in June of 2018.
God damn it, Johnny, you did it again.
Yep.
Johnny,
Smart.
you did it again. You realize how dates and time works?
See, I'm
And
back, ladies and gentlemen.
You realize how calendars work?
I
And
figured out a
I-
calendar.
I must
You
concede.
can
You
see
are
this
correct.
point.
I concede this point, sir. So yeah,
I bet
mean-
you he was back there. I bet you he was tormenting Sean Leahy before we even knew who Gritty was.
Oh, that's great. Oh, now it all makes sense. Oh, Gritty, you've done it again. You've been able to make Sean Leahy look like an ass in front of his friends and peers because he doesn't know how to order goddamn bacon and beer.
This is the joke that keeps on giving.
It's the best. It honestly is the best.
Like, even when I go to Montreal, I kind of want to show up with 4 beers and like 4 strips of bacon. I don't know if you can bring that across the
And then a
border.
Bag of limes.
I'm not sure if you can bring that across the border or not.
I
I'll
think you
probably
can.
fly. So, I mean, I'll just throw it in my carry-on.
There we go.
That works, right? You can bring food on the plane.
Sure.
I can't
Bacon.
bring the beer on the plane, though. I'm going to have to buy the beer when I get there. And then I'm going to pair them together. And then I'm going to have, and then that will be my welcoming gift for Sean Leahy.
And the bag of limes.
And the
We'll buy a
bag of
lime.
limes, obviously. Bag of limes. Can you
Uh,
imagine going through TSA and being like, sir, is that a bag of limes in your carry-on? Yes, it is, actually.
Yes, it is. It's for a gag. Listen to Face Off Hockey Show.
Give him my card.
Here's a card.
Do you have anything to declare? No, I don't.
No, I really.
Actually, I don't
Uh,
think you can bring meat into the country either. I think
Why
that
not?
because I think that there's some kind of weird mad cow disease thing.
It's not England. We're fine.
I don't know. So this one's
Yeah.
funny. Did you see the top chat?
Yeah, for a gritty Chewbacca had a one-nighter with Cookie Monster's mom. But then how's he orange?
It could be a recessive gene. We've asked the same thing about Hudson.
That's true. Very true. Just gonna keep the comments to myself on that one, and then we move along. Yeah, I wonder.
We can't wait until Mark gets here.
Oh, he's like, yeah, no, I'll be there around 6. Last time he's like, yeah, I'll be there at 7:45. 8:30 comes along, he stumbles in, and then we have audio trouble. And the reason you couldn't hear me, Johnny, is I didn't add myself to the green room, and then that way, your hair is doing something
I
different.
can't tell.
Your hair is like gritty right now. Like it honestly is just all over the place.
I can't figure out right now which side of the. See this? I'm touching the side that should be on the opposite. The camera's backwards, is what I'm seeing here.
Oh, so you're not getting a mirror reaction. You're getting
like
a.
It is like it's backwards. It's like whatever. I'll figure it out.
Fig-
I need to
out.
figure out this newfangled technology.
Is it weird you're not technically producing the show?
I mean, I'm good either way. I guess I can still see everybody.
Right, that works.
I was kind of freaking out because I didn't know if I was one that was supposed to have started this and sent out the stuff on Twitter. That was why I sent that through.
Yeah, I didn't get that until after we started the show, and I sent.
That's
stuff
why
out.
I sent that through Voxer. I was like, was I supposed to do something? Because I feel like I should be doing something right now, and I'm not doing something.
Right, it's kind of because I'm used to Johnny's show link like an hour and a half before the show starts. But it's easy to set up. You'll be fine. But yeah, dude, like the amount of stuff we go in, but Gritty, I think phenomenon.
So far, this has been fantastic, though. The video, good. It's using way less of my computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you? Yeah, it's fine. No,
You can go back to Gritty.
I was just gonna say, Gritty is a man of all ages. I think he really upped the mascot game too. Like, let's be honest.
I agree. The feud that Gritty had with some of the other mascots over the year was fantastic.
Yeah. So
Well, like when Bailey got all
we're just gonna put
butthurt
this
that
right here
Gritty
on the
wasn't-
main. We'll put this on the main output of the screen.
that
There.
that Bailey was all butthurt that Gritty got to run out on the field during the game. Nice.
Yeah.
Quad box with Gritty.
Quad box with
That'll
Gritty.
be marked.
So there we go. We'll just put Gritty in the corner. Our Lord and Savior, Gritty Christ. So, but yeah, Gritty, just a phenomenon. I think just overall in life, he's been upped his mascot game. Bailey got jealous, like you said.
Those are the things though that people kind of like grasp onto, is the stuff that where that the Flyers were not trying at all, but everybody was like, "This is amazing, and this is ours."
Yeah, exactly. It's now ours. You forget about it. Sarcone's cheesesteaks. That's what Philly does, right?
I didn't realize that Gritty didn't have a nose.
Yeah, no, it's like caved in almost.
Maybe he
kinda
got
weird.
punched.
Right? He said Geno's was better than Pat's, and everyone
That's
fought him.
probably what it was.
And they all fought him. All right. There we go. Gritty. A year of Gritty. It's hard to believe it's been a year. In all honesty,
I appreciate Gritty.
I appreciate him well. I think he's done well in terms of being a microcosm for the world and everything like that.
Now everybody can see me coughing, but because I have the mute button, hopefully they don't hear me.
No, you're fine. I didn't hear you. You're good. All right, let's get to Austin Matthews.
Oh,
So Austin Matthews is a bad boy. In July, so riddle me this, Batman.
okay.
In July, he gets busted for disorderly conduct. What he tries to do is in a scumbag effort, as he was drunk in Arizona, sees a woman in her car, tries to open her door like a
Interesting.
creep, and then she freaks out, obviously, and she should. And then he walks away after she's like, he walks away after whatever. He's like, "Oh, sorry." Drops his pants and does a ace, like drops his pants and moons her, but with his underwear on. So I don't know what the hell you call that. An eclipse? I don't know. And then he walks to his apartment or
A
condo.
Mitsubishi.
Right. Yes.
That's it.
Then he walks to his condo and a surveillance camera has him waddling like wrong with his pants around his ankles. So, obviously, an idiot. You don't try to get into anyone's car, much less some woman you don't know, much less at 2 a.m. when you're drunk. Especially if you're trying to be the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. This Arizona State bullshit ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will, but it shouldn't. To be honest, let's not kid ourselves here. He's gonna be named captain of the Maple Leafs, and all this is gonna blow over. Secondly, how did the Toronto media not find out about this until 2 months later? Where are these insiders at?
So that's the bigger question, I think. The question of why did it happen, I feel like you can chalk up to being 23 and drunk.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And the beginning part, I get that. Never should happen. It
Mhm.
should be something that occurs in any way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
But the mooning somebody and dropping your pants thing, that's definitely something you did when you were 23 and
Yeah.
because you thought it was funny. And then the next morning you're like, why did I do that?
Right.
The bigger question is, how did no one know about this? And there's a really big part of me that goes to the thought process that the Toronto media is so self-absorbed that because this occurred in Arizona, no one knew about it until it actually came out in some sort of like news or something to that effect, where somebody's like, "Huh, the Austin Matthews scrape finally came up with some kind of article. When did this happen?" Type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just if it would have happened in Toronto, we would have known about it in July.
If it would have happened in Toronto, we would have known about it 15 minutes after it happened.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
so I think that a lot of Toronto media is just really full of themselves. And the
Yeah.
reason that it doesn't come out is because they don't look for anything outside of Toronto.
Right. Well, the Steve Simmons article proved that. He just looked outside and there was a hot dog stand and there's Phil Kessel. Which I love that everyone came to Phil Kessel's defense, and the sheer fact that someone did the mapping of the hot dog stand and then realized that this couldn't happen. And that's how great the Toronto bloggers are. It's like, this couldn't have happened, and here's why.
We followed this hot dog stand for 2 weeks.
We surveillance this hot dog stand.
They're like, why do you keep coming here?
Why are you here, sir? So yeah, the Austin Matthews thing, very weird. Popped off last night.
Again, something I didn't see at all.
Yeah. It was a big thing. Everyone in shock. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's sexual harassment." Oh yeah. But can I? All right. Not everything is a federal case, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a true statement.
Not literally everything is not federal case. I almost had jury duty yesterday. Didn't happen. You know why? They settled out of court.
Nice.
So I don't have to do jury duty for 2 years. But everything is just, everyone's so quick to outrage.
Yeah, but
and I
that's
hate
where
it.
we are now.
Oh, I know, but I hate it. I don't like that everything is outrage. Austin Matthews, asshole for trying to get in someone's car, absolutely, and then he mooned her with underwear on. He's pulled his pants down. We see that on this. Listen, how many 90s rap videos did we see? How many skateboarding videos do you see with just boxers akimbo? By the way, my new band, Boxers Akimbo.
That's fantastic.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be myself, Mike Tyson, and a dog on drums.
I hope you're just in boxers.
Yes, obviously. Well, Blink-182. Blink-182 wears boxers and nothing in that whole Enema of the State era. People, that's not sexual harassment. That's funny ha-has.
Well, we're in a different time.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's a post 9/11 world. You're right.
I don't think 9/11 had anything to do with it.
What? Okay. Well, technically, literally, we are in a post 9/11 world.
Literally, yes. I figured out how to use a calendar earlier in the show.
Yes, you did.
So yes, you are correct. You are correct. Point, Scotty. We are post 9/11.
We are even up.
I mean, in whatever year you're looking at.
Yes, exactly. Literally, we are post 9/11.
I'm gonna say that this conversation should be on our new political podcast called "You Want Us to Talk About What?"
Our new political podcast, about what?
Yeah. I don't know. All I'm gonna say on this, I'm gonna say that the nicest way I possibly can because I'm on a radio show. I am extremely happy that I grew up in a time where no one had cameras attached to their hands.
Thank you.
Because all of the same shit that is occurring right now occurred when everything you did wasn't online 15 minutes later. And the truth of the matter is that way that people think has not caught up to the fact that no matter what you do is something that somebody will be able to talk about. As soon as that catches up, then we're right back in a situation where nothing's going to occur in a spot where somebody's going to be able to take a picture or a video of it. But until that happens, good luck. And I hope that everybody that's making money off of these blogs and shit make their money and get out of the way for the rest of the world that's actually not full of themselves.
Look, everything's cyclical. People are bitching about the climate. Who cares? It's going to pass in a couple of years. 1977, they're talking about a new ice age. Get over yourselves. Is climate change real? Yes, it's constantly shifting. We've known that. It's called science. We know this. If climate change was such a goddamn problem, why do we still have record highs from the 1800s?
That's
Riddle
true.
me that.
Very, very true statement. Very
Riddle
true.
me that, folks. Shut up, Marty Bass.
The hockey show is taking a turn.
Take
This
a
is when
turn.
we crack. The John and Scott show is cracked.
Exactly, yeah. Like 18 years, and we finally get to now. Let's get political because we started our show. Sean said that because we started our show, and then a month later, 9/11 happened, and then Sean's like, "Well, you can't do all this." I mean,
It was good hanging out with Sean, by the way. I haven't talked to anybody since I saw Sean.
We forgot about that. Yeah, Sean Mouse Sean showed up to the Black Bears game looking as happy as ever.
Yeah, I took a picture with him for evidence because I told him that that unless there were pics, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Did I tell you there was a fight in the stands?
Yeah, you were telling me about there was you told me something about that.
Yeah, I didn't really know a whole lot of what was going on. Sean texted Kat, and Kat asked if Sean was fighting, and he was like, "No." And he's like, and she was like, "Good, because Johnny won't ask you out again." I think she was happy I just got him out of the house.
Sean was banging on Alex Otano's glass box, saying, "What's your streaming rate?"
He did tell me at one point, as Colin was walking around with his cell phone to put things on Instagram, there's a better way to do that, right? Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bud.
Thanks.
Did he run down and tell Colin that?
No. He told me, he did not tell me how to do it, though. He just told me there was a better way to do it. So he was kind of like consulting. I think he was looking for a consulting fee when it really came down to it. It
was a cold call sitting right next to you, and he cold call you like, "Hey, you want to know a better way?" No, all right, back to the game.
So that definitely occurred. Sean enjoyed the game.
That's good.
He did enjoy the game. He asked where they were broadcasting from, and I was like, from the glass box of emotion. And and he's like, oh, right up there. I was like, yeah, right there. Next to the fight.
Was he weirded out because it wasn't being broadcast at rinkside like I did for the Washington Junior Nationals and fucking Bowie?
No, but I'm pretty certain that Sean also mentioned to me, well, how do they do it? And I was like, I don't want to even get into this.
Yeah, this is Sean. Come on, man.
So basically, long story short, I'm guessing the Broadcast Monster is going to start putting the show on Hockey TV.
Oh, God.
The Black Bears. I mean, maybe. I'm just figuring.
Be great.
But Sean did enjoy the hockey. We talked for a bit about the Essex baseball team.
Essex Community College?
Essex Community College baseball. How that was going on. We went to the Green Turtle beforehand.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, it was a good time out.
Was it weird? Was it weird being in attendance?
Yes, I won't.
Did Colin acknowledge your existence even though you're not a photographer?
No, actually, Colin didn't. Colin did not say hi to me at all. Not that he knew where I was sitting, and not that I like made it like known, like, yo, what's up? But I will say that there's a reason that I strategically place myself in the opposite corner, mostly to get pictures of the fans, but I also put in earplugs. And it's a lot. I don't go to a lot of youth sports.
Mm-hmm.
Is the best way that I'm going to put that.
Well, you don't have kids. You have no reason to. You're not
Correct.
obligated.
That'd be decently creepy.
Yeah.
If I did go to youth sports, but it's literally like my youth sport refereeing, like
Oh.
over again. It's like, what are you talking about? Ah!
That also could be the Maryland in them. Let's not kid ourselves here.
I will say that, and I told you this last year, I can see the correlation between high-level youth soccer and high-level youth hockey when it comes to refereeing the sport.
Mm.
There is a certain mentality, and you've been told how great you are your entire life, and that's what you continue to work with. Because that sport at, what are they, 16 to 20-year-olds?
Yeah.
Is too fast for 3 referees.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that, but I also know that they're not going to be able to pay for more than 3 referees. So that is what they get.
Well, in Blaine, they had their games that they had 4 referees.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I guess they were testing it out, perhaps.
It's definitely too fast for 3 referees.
Absolutely, it is. Even on TV, it's too fast for 3 referees.
The referee is too far behind the play and is making assumptions on plays.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, some of the penalty calls that were called in the game that I was taking pictures, I literally have pictures that show that it didn't occur. Like, and I just kind of like deleted them. I'm like, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But we went weird onto a Black Bears tangent on the Sunday.
Yeah, that's fine. Sean P. O'Connor came up.
That's true. But yeah, yeah. I did notice that they had like 3 photographers the night that I wasn't taking pictures though, which is awesome.
Well, I bet you it's the Capital Gazette getting their yearly photos
Could be.
because they did a
It was
really good.
also opening weekend.
Yeah, opening weekend, so their own photographer, and then some other guy.
And then the Black Bears photographer.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
there you
that's
go.
good.
Yeah, get some press out there. Get some good.
Hell yeah. I'm just gonna say that I started it all.
There you go. Because you kind of did. So yeah, here we are in a world. Craig McTavish. We're in a world where Craig McTavish has been fired by the KHL just 8 games in.
Oh,
He's
did he not have any mascots to assault?
He did not. He's coaching Yaroslavl, Lokomotiv, and 3-5 record after 8 games, and he gets the boot. Interesting tactic.
They don't mess around in the KHL.
They really don't. They don't mess around one bit, and they're ready to go and get you out of there. So away they go, and into the wild blue yonder. I love this headline. Babcock didn't know until yesterday about Austin Matthews' deal.
No.
Oh boy. Here's some breaking news.
That probably could have been said better.
Kinda. Seattle hired Cammy Granato as the NHL's first female pro scout.
Two
Good on
things.
her. Yep.
2 things on that. First, I didn't realize that Cammy Granato didn't already have a job in hockey
Right.
somewhere. And second, I was totally under the assumption that there had already been female scouts in the NHL.
No.
Like
Good on
scouting is just understanding the game.
And understanding talent.
Yeah,
And
which anybody can do.
Sure. So she's there in the Seattle Your Name's Here.
Seattle's already breaking barriers.
Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Where are we at? Willing to trade. Penguins willing to trade a goalie. There's that. We'll talk to Lyle about that. Dustin Byfuglien suspended by the Winnipeg Jets as he has not reported to camp. Obviously, given a leave of absence, they are doing this just to work out the monies. So it's just a money thing. So they're under the cap. The PWHPA, the Pro Women's Hockey Professional Players Association, has teamed up with the NHLPA for support. Congratulations to them.
I like that.
The Dream Gap Tour is going smashingly, apparently. Selling out everywhere. Awesome
That's
to
good.
see. Awesome to see.
I appreciate the logo too. How it has a ponytail that's a different color coming across the jersey.
Yeah, very awesome.
Yeah.
They did good design work there.
Yeah.
Haley Skarupa, I mentioned this on the Chesapeake Hockey Week. Rockville native, hired by the Washington Capitals as a youth development ambassador, I believe.
Nice.
So she will be in and around the rink. So awesome to bring her on board.
So
For the
she's
Washington
still
Capitals.
decent. She's still young, right? Like she's still playing in World Championships and Olympics.
Yeah, she won the gold,
Okay.
and
So this is kind of an in-between job, I guess.
well, for the time being, because she's one of the 200 that are sitting out.
Okay.
And she was also doing work for, I think she has a residence up in Massachusetts. She was doing work for one of the youth teams up there. So that's really, so she's 25 years old.
Okay.
So she's really young. And yeah, so it's very neat to see her in an ambassador role, especially for women's hockey. On the women's hockey side, it'll be huge for her to be around the area. And Rockville native, so it helps.
Yep.
She knows the area. Former Montgomery Blue Devil. So awesome work for her there. The New York Islanders are going to add 7 more games to Nassau Coliseum from their schedule that they had, as well as they broke ground on the $1.3 billion with a B Belmont Estates. So the complex on a roll, and you better believe it, they're ready to go.
When does that open? Next summer?
Next summer or 2 summers from now? I think maybe 2 summers.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 2 summers.
They should just move next year. They should move 80% of the games back to Nassau.
Oh, that's probably what they're going to do, if not 100%, because
They try to start moving people back out there.
Yeah, their lease with Barclays is up too, I think.
Oh, well, that's easy.
So, because I think Barclays initiated that because they're like, this isn't
That
working
really
for me.
fell apart quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it shouldn't have It shouldn't have been there to begin with. Honestly,
That was a bad marriage. You saw that was going to be divorced right after the.
exactly. Once Jay-Z gave up his stake in the Nets, no one gave a shit anymore about Brooklyn.
Wow.
No one's cared about Brooklyn since Biggie died. So let's not fucking act like a big deal.
That's a good Biggie. Did
Uh,
check in from the West Coast also.
Yes, you did. I saw that and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Nate Schmidt's going to work with the NHLPA and the NHL on drug testing because obviously he's when he's like 0.0006% over, he's like, this something's got to fucking change. So he's working with them to get more qualifying and all that other fun crap in terms of getting all the scheduling and stuff and all the what's approved, what's not approved, and how much is the allotment, what's the threshold, da 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 da.
I don't know. I just think Nate Schmidt was too nice.
I think so too.
It comes down to somebody being too nice and they got caught doping, quote unquote.
Right. Eric Gryba got released from his professional tryout with the Flames, and he is retired from the NHL. I expect to hear a Michael Neuver going to Europe and finishing out his life there because he got cut by the Maple Leafs.
Yep, saw that.
So
the Caps made such a great decision on those 3 goalies.
Boy, did they ever. Holy crap. So it went Varlamov, who went to Colorado and then now is in Long Island. Neuver, who's been everywhere.
And going to Sweden.
Yep. And then Holtby, probably his last year here. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but then the Caps still have Samsonov,
Yep.
which is apparently the way that you say it.
Oh, really? It's not Samsonov. It's Samsonov.
No, they kept referring to him as Ilya Samsonov.
Okay.
The emphasis is on some another syllable, apparently. And Vanacek.
Yeah.
Apparently, so I read an article that there are 4 goalies still in camp.
Yeah, I think it's Copley, Vitek Vanacek, Samsonov, and Braden Holtby.
Yeah, because they don't know who the backup's going to be.
Which is odd. Pretty sure it's not going to be
Copley, right? Because you would really want to have the other 2 playing hockey.
Yes and no, but you also want them to get experience too. Like how much in his last year of his contract, when you're not sure where he's going to go, how much do you actually want to put Holtby in there if you can trade him at the deadline? And also, don't you want to see if Samsonov, if he's going to be able to take an NHL workload? Now you might put him in for half to maybe one third to a half of the games.
Maybe.
I would think.
I mean,
Quite
that's a thought.
possibly.
That's a thought that I did not see coming.
Yeah. Well, why would you? Why would you see it coming? It's true.
I
you
can see
thoughts?
whatever I want.
And you can hear Mark? Johnny?
I can hear Mark.
All right, so Lyle's stuff is fucked up. So, all right.
Mark's in the top corner. He took over Gritty's spot.
Yeah, Gritty's gone now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are 3/4 of the way to a quad box action.
Triple box drink.
Triple box drink. Mark, are you drinking the official hard cider of the NHL? Oh, there it is. Popping bottles.
What an intro.
Mark with the C, now drinking the official hard seltzer of the National Hockey League. It's truly terrible.
It is. I don't count down the sponsors though.
Yeah, we know about our sponsors. One bit.
I have some Trolley in my fridge as well. I think it came home from the draft in Poconos.
Jesus.
Probably yes. You should have.
I have
one.
an orange and a lime.
I have an orange and a grapefruit currently
Ooh.
downstairs.
Does it taste like television static? I've heard it
Yes.
tastes like television static.
That's also what I've
Like
heard.
there's seriously. So I had one. I think I
You're
had
drinking
two.
it. How?
I think I had 2 limes. I think I had 2 limes and 1 orange, and I drank one of the limes, and I seriously took like 3 sips, and I was like, if I just leave it out for a little while, will the carbonation go away? Because that's the one part that screws me up. I don't like seltzer water. I think that's what it really comes down to.
So
I don't
really-
care if there's
really,
alcohol in there or not.
You just want water and vodka, is what you're saying.
I just need vodka and limes.
So you want vodka and Sean Leahy.
Yes.
There it is.
If Sean Leahy showed up at my house, we would watch Leeds United on my TV, and we'd probably drink vodka. I don't have Grey Goose in the house though, so he probably would chastise me for only having Tito's. But I would have some limes for him.
Of course you would. You have to. That's the Sean Leahy staple.
The big ginger.
Big ginger staple.
So the video is still not doing the video thing.
But no, look at the stream output.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all choppy.
Well, that's how it's going to be. Like, it's not going to be smooth. Not going to go down like a nice Truly.
That's
But,
interesting because it's smooth here,
right?
but not here.
not so
here,
much
here's
here.
too much.
Or here.
It
Yeah,
might be smooth by the time it gets to YouTube. Who knows?
Yeah, it could just be taking frames. We're only in this for the good audio.
Speaking of frames, when's
By the way,
when's the
can we just-
bowling thing coming up?
Can we just appreciate the fact that we all have our championship banners behind us?
I
Can we
also
appreciate that?
also appreciate how the Face Off Hockey Show logo is directly over your championship belts.
Right?
Yes, we definitely all have the. Oh, I have both. I've got the.
true.
That's Jesus
Back to
Christ.
back.
This is definitely backwards. Because that back to back 2000 2001, and that is the Stanley Cup.
There you go.
Still, Anton Volchenkov has not made it on the wall though.
He's there. He's up there. I just haven't moved him yet.
See, he's right there. He's doing
It's
great.
such a great hit. It's a fantastic hit by Anton Volchenkov.
It's the
I
guy
could
with
not find a
green.
picture of him blocking a shot though.
No. Would have been great if we could.
He never used to do that. That's why.
No, it's true. You know what? You're not wrong. So, yeah, we're here now. Gotta focus smart. This is like, I had to do producing and making sure everything's nice.
Oh, so yeah, the output is full video, by the way.
What do you mean?
I'm
So on
watching
YouTube
I'm
live.
watching it right now, and it's just because the stream over here, up in that corner or that corner, whatever way, shows that it's choppy on the actual video. I'm watching it on YouTube right now. The video looks great.
Good. Wonderful. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Things are going well.
Oh, this is using 14% of my CPU, which is like 35% less than what it was using before.
35% off the top.
So Hangouts in itself just screwed itself right there.
Yeah. It
Moment
really
of
did.
truth. Moment of truth.
Lyle, can
Moment
you
of
hear
truth.
everybody?
All right. So, Lyle, can you hear us? Lyle cannot hear us. That's a shame. Ah, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. But hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. Quad box has been activated.
Quad box, everybody drink.
Activated.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Pew, pew,
Lyle,
pew.
do you have your Truly?
Do you have your official seltzer of the National Hockey League, Lyle?
No, I do not.
Why not, Lyle? You need your Truly. You need your White Claw.
Ooh, no White Claw. I thought that was a beer. Tell me that was a beer you were showing me, Johnny, and not White Claw.
No, mine is a beer. Mine is
Nice.
Southern Tier Brewing Live Session IPA.
I see what
Nice.
you
Well,
did
actually, it's a session pale ale.
A session.
there. We are live.
We are live.
This was a live session, so this is why I brought it down.
Exactly.
Wow. Hey, this is kind of this kind of looks much better. This was the look you were going for last week, Scotty. Eh?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
Where people were here.
So you should have put
That's the look I was going for.
you should have put Gritty in the fourth corner.
I should. And then when Gritty, get out of here. We need Lyle Richardson is here. You need to move out of the way.
Not that I mind taking second fiddle to Gritty, who's become, of course, a myth and a legend unto itself.
Yeah, Lyle, Mark, we haven't got you. It's been a year since Gritty. How has your life changed?
You know. Oh, wait, Lyle, you go.
Wow. Johnny, Mark, I don't want to take away.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, I did the
wait a
Leahy.
minute.
I did
You
the
Leahy'd yourself.
I Leahy'd
I wasn't
myself.
here for 1 week and
I
you
am
forgot about
so
me.
ashamed of myself now. Oh God, I'm gonna
Wow.
turn ginger in a minute, aren't I? Good God,
Speaking of
fate
Gritty,
worse than death. No, Mark, please, you go first, man. How has Gritty changed your life?
I don't look at Sesame Street the same way anymore.
can I ask a question before we break into this?
No,
Can
you
we-
just did.
Can we get a toddler Gritty costume and have Hudson go out as
Oh.
Gritty for Halloween?
That'd be wonderful if we
That's
could.
Do they
gotta
make that?
happen.
I don't see why it couldn't
We
happen.
need
Yeah.
to see, figure out how they make that. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll look for it.
All right.
So, have you noticed that after you? I mean, I've noticed that my dad joke game has definitely increased since I've had a son. I mean, I just nailed John with a pretty good one. So,
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I didn't even see it coming.
yeah, you should have. though.
Probably because there's no one else in my house, so I can just live
Right
my
there.
life. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great. It's a relief to see a mascot like Gritty get socially accepted.
Are you talking about a ginger
And not be treated as an outcast
stepchild?
or perhaps a mascot without a soul.
Well, because that debut, let's be honest, that debut, yeah, it really was a mascot without a soul.
I can't wait
yeah.
until we have 5 boxes on here and Sean Leahy jumps in.
We have the sick box.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's because of Gritty, if it's coincidence or not, but I bought a new car today, so maybe Gritty had something to do with that. I don't know.
Congratulations.
Did you buy an orange
Thank you.
car?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Fiery red. No
Close
orange.
enough.
No orange blossom special.
Close enough.
No orange blossom special for me.
Same family.
No,
Yeah,
no great pumpkin for you.
no great pumpkin for me. Now, 2020 Hyundai Elantra.
I mean, ever since
Sounds
Grady
cool.
came around, the CBA has been extended,
Yes,
true.
yes, that's
right?
true.
There's no
That's
lockout
true.
right now.
And
so
there
Grady
will-
saved the lockout.
Labor
And
peace for 3 years. Yeah,
a 30-second team joined the NHL.
true.
as well.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And but so yeah, league wise that
But we
Business
can't-
is booming.
But at the same time, guys with creepy mustaches are pulling their pants down trying to get
Yeah.
a car.
yeah,
We can't have that.
No, we
Well, really-
can't. That didn't happen before Gritty came on.
That's
the scene.
true. I'm
So
sure that
that's
never
something we could
happened.
blame. on
Yeah,
the
that's never happened
Yeah.
before.
yeah, I think Austin Matthews is missing a perfect opportunity here. It's like this never would have happened if it wasn't for Gritty.
It's the Gritty defense.
It's exactly. It's this generation's Chewbacca defense.
I'll tell you what. I mean, that we're 2 for 2, and 2 weeks, 2 athletes with creepy mustaches with sexual assault. Not okay. Austin Matthews didn't have sexual assault, just misconduct.
But he
But,
was just
yeah.
being a douche, a drunken
Yeah,
douche. That's all.
but we can blame Antonio Brown maybe.
I
He's
wish
being-
that was a felony. Like first degree drunken
Yeah,
drunken
dude.
douche.
Okay, yeah,
The secrets would close down.
oh, Oh my God! If that was a felony, geez, buddy who runs Barstool would be behind bars by now.
Oh,
All right,
should
just
be
a
for
misdemeanor.
writing bad. Anyway, all right,
And stealing other people's work. But hey, ho.
that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, all in the game until it happens to you.
Luckily, I don't write good enough. So,
Oh, piss up a rope, Mr. Waz. You write
I
very
can't.
well. I enjoy sharing your work. Well, we all know that you're a little challenged in that department, but that's okay.
right, exactly. I can't
Which
piss up.
department?
Lyle,
Gravity.
it's hard for me to get that hose
gravity
up in the
department.
air.
The
I
gravity
can't get the
I
hose
was like,
up
I'm
in the air.
assuming you mean from the waist up.
I was not making a dick joke. I was talking about the poor gravity where he lives.
I
in
was not
Grand
making a penis joke.
I was not. How dare you, sir? You guys and your guttery minds.
All right, so we're all here. Here's what we're doing. As we're all here in the quad box.
On the quad box. That's
Quad
right.
box hours. Let's find a day in which we were doing the Big Stand Invitational in August 2020.
Ooh.
Let's find a day, our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we
Is there
forgive those
any-
who
any
trespass against us.
Trespassing.
As I said, pretty much any time in most of August, like the first from
Yeah.
that first week of August onward, I would be good in there.
I would
Alright.
say earlier the better for me.
All right.
Yes.
I can
Let's
work
see.
around
What did
that.
I have this weekend? So this year, we went to the football on the 23rd, 24th of August. I went to Hootie and the Blowfish on the 8th of August. So, I mean, maybe we can parlay a Hootie and the Blowfish weekend into Big Stand Invitational next
I don't
year.
think Hootie and the Blowfish is going to do a yearly thing.
Damn it.
I don't think we can
That
try.
was your shot.
All right, well, fine.
If we go,
I took
if
my
we-
shot.
If
Just
we
let 'em
go,
cry.
Oh, let it fall right down, right rain. If we do August 14 to Friday, or do we do it on a weekday?
So last time we did it on a Friday.
We did it on a Wednesday because we did a
Last
show.
time we did it on a Wednesday, which is a bad idea.
Bad idea. I mean,
'Cause
I'm looking forward to being there on a Wednesday to do like an in-house show. We all like doing an an all together in-house
Sure.
show. The
Why
Quad
don't we
Box
do it on
United.
Thursday then?
Okay, let's do it the third.
I mean,
so
if Lyle's going to be here for half of the week, we have
let's go 8/13/2020. How's that?
it's on my calendar.
8/13.
Actually, I'm going to put on from at least 8/12 through the weekend that Lyle will be at my house.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Maybe even the 11th, Johnny.
All right, I'll
You
give
know
it
what? Maybe
the 11th.
book the whole fucking week. 10
The whole
10 to
week.
16.
10th through the 16th is
10th
Lyle.
through the 16th. So
All
I'll
day.
be so that means I'm okay. So am I flying in on the 10th or am I coming in on the 9th?
Well,
We're just-
I mean, you
we're
can
just
come in
booking
whenever
time.
you want.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just,
actually come
I'm
in
just booking the whole week
Okay. Okay, understood. I'll come in on the Sunday then.
because I
Close
could
the
take
thing.
off. I could take off work that week, and we could just go to breweries around the world, around the area.
You can go to the Guinness one in Baltimore. It'd be
We
great.
could have Guinness. We have Heavy
Ooh.
Seas. I could drive to Victory. That's in
Oh, yeah.
Pennsylvania. I mean, we could make a trip out of this.
Ooh,
Jailbreak.
so-
yeah.
Jailbreak.
So we will have this is breaking news.
Breaking.
Johnny, do we have breaking news music?
Hold on. Give me a
I
second.
think this is a huge thing that we can break this news about.
Huge
Break
thing.
this.
This is
Yes.
music
Huge
I've never
news.
used before.
You've never
Never
news for
used
the,
before
news
for
to you.
breaking
Spanking
news.
new jam.
If you
right
haven't
now.
heard it, it's new. Okay, that's not new. It's not new. We've done it before.
Well, I suppose it would be new if it was like the
Here, you want me to play it a second time?
Okay,
Year's
play it a
new-
second time.
It's not new anymore.
Okay, now it's the classic.
now it's a classic. Okay,
Here, I can play this.
one more time. One
If you
more
need to
time.
know
and
all
it
the
becomes
latest
an
when it
oldie.
comes to trade rumors or free
There's
agency,
this.
then
We
you
can
need
play
to check
this.
out
This is new to you.
SpectorsHockey.net. At SpectorsHockey.net, you'll find the most in-depth sweep of trade rumors from all over.
I don't know
Yes,
if I
you
can get
will.
flagged. Can we get flagged for that still?
Maybe.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Huh.
Back
Apparently,
in
when
the day before you got flagged for copyrighted material.
I know, right? 8/13/20. Not the combination of my locker. That's the day of the Big Stand Invitational Part 2.
Mhm.
Live from Anne Arundel County. GoPros will be active.
Ooh, GoPros.
Oh, wow.
Live streams will be active.
Oh,
See, if we
dear.
did it 8, 12, 20, then they would all add up to each other, but then we'd have to do the show at the end. So
Yeah,
Right,
that
yeah,
that
it's not-
that
it's
that
not
will
great.
just be a slobber knocker.
doing the
Yeah.
show is extremely hard when you can't feel your shoulder.
That's true. Yep. We proved that. So we will have to do research because apparently there's been one that's closed and maybe one at the old Glen Burnie Mall that has opened up.
Oh,
So we will have to figure this out. We might have bowling superstars there. We might have
guests.
Big Stan could
Yeah.
show up.
Oh,
Wow.
we
I
might have
heard-
T-shirts.
I heard he's retired. Literally, he's finally had enough
Is
of
that
it.
a real thing?
He's for now until he's like, screw this. I'm going to work at Lowe's. He's retired for now.
Here, I'm gonna send this back to you, Scotty, because I just found this again,
Is it the
just for the fun of it.
just for the fun of it, just for the yell yet?
I started looking in my Gmail, and I typed in bowling, and that's what came up.
Where'd you send it to?
I sent it back to the same place where you sent me the link for tonight's show.
Oh, the email.
The email.
Email. Please tell me it's the logo it's this T-shirt. It's the Big Stand Invitational T-shirts that were never made, but should have been.
Never made, fully subliminated, if that's a
Yeah,
word, with
Subliminated.
looking like it has buttons. So it looks like a bowling shirt, but it's not really a bowling shirt.
What? And that's the color scheme, or you were gonna?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah,
we're gonna do
it's a slate gray T-shirt with Jen's logo that she created for us
Mhm.
for the Big Stand Invitational with black, white, and red, the show colors on the T-shirt.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
I just
yeah,
have to find somebody who wants to make them for us.
which harder than you think.
Yeah, even if I'm paying for them.
Really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. How bizarre?
How bizarre.
You have to buy the rights.
That's true. All right, Lau, we got a trade to announce. Justin Falk goes to St. Louis. Joel Edmondson and something goes to Carolina. Justin Falk signs a 7-year, $45.5 million deal. So Peter Chiarelli also works for the St. Louis Blues. Doesn't really mean much in terms of this. I'm just putting that information out there for you and yours. We knew that Falk was going to go. Obviously, the landing ground was supposed to be Anaheim. At least it was strongly rumored Anaheim. What does this do for the Blues? What does this do for the Carolina Hurricanes?
Well, I mean, for the Blues, at least for this season, it gives them a much deeper blue line to defend their Stanley Cup championship. So, I mean, they're not just obviously this is a move that shows they're not just going to mail it in this year. Say what you will about Falk, yeah, he's not a top 2 defenseman anymore. There was a time where he was considered that. He's not that anymore, but he will slot in very well on either the right side on the second pairing, but more likely on the third pairing because, of course, Peter Angelo is going to be the dude on the top pairing. Interesting thing to note, I'm just throwing it out there, but Falk's cap hit is $6.5 million per season starting next season. That's the same cap hit that Peter Angelo's is right now, and he's an unrestricted free agent next summer. Food for thought. Just throwing it out there. Now, that being said, Jay Bouwmeester will come off their books too this year, so they could turn around and go, "We'll just take the $3 million we were giving him, and we'll just give it to you. Make it $9 million. What do you say?" And that could be resolved. But that could if they keep Peter Angelo, and obviously they're keeping Falk and Parayko, that means they'll probably lose Braden Shen. Because if Kevin Hayes can get 7 years of $50 million this summer, how much you think Braden Shen's going to get next summer?
At least that.
Oh yeah, and the Blues won't be able to afford that. So anyway, it was kind of interesting to note though that Falk's cap hit was the same as Peter Angelo's. You could consider him kind of insurance in a sense, because if Peter Angelo goes, then what happens is you ship Parayko up into that top pairing spot because by that point he's ready, and Falk goes into the second pairing position. But yeah, I think what's going to happen is, as I said, the scenario where they bid Bo Meester fare well because he's coming to the end of it, and even Jay Bo knows it himself. So
Well, for much of the playoffs last year, I entirely forgot Jay Bowmeister was still in the league.
Yeah, there you go.
So
exactly. So they'll give what they were paying Bo Meester to Peter Angelo to keep him in the fold. Bid Braden Shen bye next summer, and that's the end of that. For the Hurricanes, yeah, they get rid of. They just brought an end of 2 years of concentrate speculation. That's gone now. Falk is. I don't want to be flippant. I'm not saying he won't be missed because he was a big part of that team and their development over the last several years. But
he's replaceable.
Well, over the
I
past
won't
few
miss
years, he's been surpassed. But in the past 2 years, look, he was surpassed by Jacob Slavin, Brett Pesce, and Dougie Hamilton. So he'd slid from top pairing down to third pairing by this point. They bring in Joel Edmondson, who's he's more of a physical guy. He'll bring a measure of grit that they didn't have on their blue line, which might have helped perhaps when they were up against the Bruins in the playoffs, and could be helpful going forward that way. Edmondson will be an unrestricted free agent next summer too, but he would be much more affordable to re-sign if they want to keep him, if he plays well and is a good fit. And if not, my God, they've got defensemen pouring out of their ears there right now. So again, not a great loss that way. It'll free up cap space for them. Right now, both teams are over the cap. The Blues, I believe, are 1.2 mil above it. The Hurricanes are only like 650 and change. They'll get out of that by just making a couple of demotions because again, they've got like 200 defensemen, so they'll most of those down to the minors. Blues, yeah, they'll probably do the same thing, a demotion or two. Could make a cost-cutting trade, but I think it's more likely demotions.
Question: has anybody watched any preseason hockey?
No.
I watched
live.
the Caps play.
Okay. I have not watched any NHL preseason hockey live. I will say that. I will, like I said, I'm going to see the AHL this weekend, and then I've been watching the Bears on the TV.
I watched the Bears play preseason also.
There's that too.
Twice.
Mark, you're a big Caps preseason guy.
Yeah, right.
I went to see the Islanders here play. By Islanders, I mean Charlottetown Islanders play preseason.
So I saw the
I can't
Caps
remember
play
who
the
they were
Canes,
playing.
and God, those Canes jerseys are terrible.
Oh, boy.
They were wearing the white Canes jerseys. Those things are fucking awful.
Wow.
I mean, it's insane. Like when you took a jersey that the owner hated last year and made it worse. I don't know, like what was the play in that situation? Like I don't know how you made that jersey worse than it was last year. It's awful looking.
Yeah. It's not great. But they changed your Twitter handle too. So you got that going for you.
Is it bunch of jerks so that they can keep that going on?
No, it's at Canes now instead of at Canes NHL. That was a big thing.
Did they buy
at
Canes for like $25?
Yeah, they had to buy Raising Cane's chicken.
Hope you're
Braden
not
Point.
joking.
Yeah. Braden Point bridge deal, 3-year, $20.25 million, and then he's not going to be there till October because of the hip and the hey and the what.
Late October, yeah. Which explains why Julian Breezeball wasn't panicking about why. Well, it's late September. Why haven't you re-signed him yet? Don't worry.
It's fine.
Everything's fine. Oh, did we mention he won't be in the lineup until the end of October because he's still recovering from his hip injury?
Exactly.
That explains why we took our time.
Man, it is the summer of bridge deals, Lyle. The bridge deal's back in full effect. We lost it there for a little bit. Now we're back at it. Are you happy with that bridge deals are back? I for one am just elated over
Bridge
the moon.
deals are back. Sorry.
I really don't care one way or the other. It was not like bridge deals ever went away. They kind of just they trend depending on
They're cyclical.
Yeah, just depending on what type of talent is available that particular summer. Nice one.
I like the horse sound at the end. That was my favorite part.
Mark is appearing tonight from his horse barn in the
exactly from the stables.
From the stables, yes.
In Belmont.
Yeah,
Belmont. Where
after the Islanders broke ground.
That's going to give a whole new meaning to Painting the Cow Palace right there.
Hey, there it is.
There you go.
They still should do that.
Painting the horse barn. Yeah.
By the way, I mentioned the preseason hockey. We are literally a week away from NHL hockey,
Absolutely.
live and
kids.
in living color.
Mhm.
We are also a week away from the Wednesday Night Wars. Lyle,
What
we're
is this?
announcing a
What is
format
this?
change right now. The second hour of Face Off Hockey Show will be devoted to WWE's NXT and AEW's Dynamite.
Nice.
We will be doing that. We will do a wrestling show the second hour. And actually, we are expanding to 3 hours as the first 2 hours will be starting an hour earlier.
The Face Off Hockey Wrestling Show.
The Face Off Hockey Wrestling Show. Okay, you guys will just bring me in for the vintage wrestling section because the new stuff I'm not quite as up on.
All right, it's
NXT is fantastic.
NXT
Oh, I'm
is
sure it is. I'm sure it
the-
is.
the young
And it's
kids.
on
Yeah,
USA now, right?
It's on the USA Network, which Lyle
Which
doesn't
Lyle
get.
can't get
Which
in
Lyle
Canada.
I
can't
don't
get.
get either, somehow.
No, I believe we get NXT here in Canada. Hang on, let me.
Do you get this? Yeah, or is it on the
It-
Sportsnet 360?
I
It's
believe
on
it
the
would
Canada
be-
channel.
Yes, it's on the Canada channel. Absolutely.
So it's on CDN.
That's another good dad joke, and I'm not a dad.
Sportsnet 360, you
Mhm.
assholes. On the Canada channel, eh?
I love it.
With Law and
Here.
Order.
Way up here in Canada land. Oh, geez, I better be careful. That's the name of a popular podcast up here.
Oh, no.
Confuse us, yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll really confuse.
Well, yeah, I don't
and-
think anybody, yeah, especially since it's all political talk. So I really don't think it's going to.
Oh, you missed like a 15-minute bit we had earlier in the show. We got all political about how climate change is a thing, but guess what? Everything's cyclical, stupid. Why do we still have highs from the 1800s if fucking global warming is a thing? Go fuck yourself on the boat back to Europe. Quad box.
I like how you can see everyone's reactions now as well.
Yeah, I know.
No
eh?
one can hide.
There's no. Yeah, you
Until
can't
now,
just
I
hide
was
by
the only
not
one that was
saying
able to
anything.
see that.
Yeah, you can't hide by not saying anything as we used to in the old Google Hangout.
Nope.
I'd be just like bite my lips sometimes, go, don't laugh, don't snort, don't say a word.
Exactly. Don't encourage. Just like Jen, don't encourage him. He's just gonna say more.
It's like, okay, we're into the Scotty Ross dogmatic rant hour, so let's just let him go.
We're
By the
on.
way,
We're on to the Scotty sounds like Big Stan hour.
Exactly. By the way,
Scotty is an angry
Is that a
man
new
who
podcast?
smiles easily.
it's the Big Stand Invitational Hour.
Where Scotty channels Big Stan.
Exactly.
That's going to be a lead-up show to the
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Invitational.
Oh, where's the Big Stan Oil? You're supposed to have him up there going.
Oh shit, he's over yonder.
Oh, there you
He's over
go.
yonder.
There you go.
Yonder.
Yeah.
He's
in
retired.
preseason. Yeah, he's retired. He's by the
Retired.
beach before he gets that job with Lowe's.
Right by the beach.
Bring him up. Bring him up on his own box.
Yeah, exactly. Sandbox.
The
Big little sandbox right
big
there.
little stand box. Yeah.
You know how great
Ah.
it would be if Stan shows up to the Big Stan Invitational, just destroys us all in duck pit, and then walks out. He's like, I thought you guys were good.
Exactly. See, this is why you stick to bocce.
No, he's not going to do that. He's going to come in like the 7th or 8th bowling alley, and he's going to come in and be like, "I thought you guys were playing this all day. What happened? What happened? You were supposed to be good at this. You've been practicing all day."
He
And I come
walks
in
in
and
and he's like, Scotty, I told you no wops. There are 2 of them at least.
They're multiplying.
What's
This
that
is
greasy
bullshit.
Canuck doing with him? Jesus.
Exactly. Oh, he acts like he's an hour behind everybody. Oh, la-di-da.
So you like it here in Washington, eh?
He's on that CP time, Charlottetown people time.
Charlottetown people time. Exactly.
90-minute difference.
Yeah, no, 1 hour. 1 hour.
An
90
hour.
minutes of it was Newfoundland. Yeah.
Yes.
Then the joke wouldn't work. So yeah.
Oh,
Right?
Okay, good.
And he can't hear half the things we say, so he just goes,
That's true. Very true.
Oh, God in heaven. It's going to be great when he shows up and then destroys us all. But here's the good thing. He's going to have shoulder replacement surgery sometime soon. So maybe he'll have a robotic shoulder by the time we bowl and then completely kick our ass.
That would be
bionic.
fantastic.
See?
But then he would take us all out to Cracker Barrel afterwards. So
Yeah, we go to Cracker Barrel and it'll be a really fun time for everybody, actually.
Yeah. yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, there you go. I don't mind being destroyed in bowling. We get a trip to Cracker Barrel out of it.
Right?
Yeah.
There we go.
We have to wait for an hour and 45 minutes to get
That's
in.
fine.
but-
Just wait
Yeah.
wait at the general store. Just hang around by the weird kids and talk about the kids.
In other words, just hang out by the Cracker Barrel. Hey!
Exactly.
There you go.
Sit outside in the rocking chairs, but it'll be August. It'll be nice and humid.
Yeah, we should be fine.
It'll be
Yeah,
all right.
sure.
I'm gonna have to start working out for this thing.
Yeah.
Really.
Start flexing. Do we got to see if we were gonna build it around the Orioles being in town too. We got to see if they're in town.
Oh, is their schedule out already? For
Oh
next
yeah,
year?
2020 is out already.
Really? Oh shit.
Oh yeah, no, the 2020 schedule came out in like June.
Because that's when their season was over.
And of course, like I said, but and of course through October, my actual hockey watching will be limited to just highlights on Sportsnet and TSN because I'm going to be watching baseball.
There you go.
Well, October, man. I was like, October is baseball playoffs time. God damn it! You don't watch hockey then. I cover it. I'll watch the highlights.
Time.
I'm going to be
Orioles.
watching baseball, man.
Not for the Orioles.
No, not for
No.
the Orioles. But they didn't finish in last this year, so they
No, the Jays did that. So
No, the Detroit Tigers.
Oh,
Detroit Tigers
okay.
had like 40 some wins. The Jays are above the Orioles by like 10 games.
Mm,
So
yeah, still.
they got that going for them. So we're
Yeah.
looking at August 2020. The Orioles are only in town, of course. They're in town the Saturday and Sunday beforehand against the former Expos. And then they're on a road trip the entire week, and they get back on Monday the 17th.
Ah, crud.
So, Lyle, you might have to come in the 8th for that Sunday game
Okay.
against the Expos. And
Yeah, I'm crashing at Johnny's
There's
place.
probably
I
a
don't care.
Saturday.
Sure,
There's a Sunday afternoon game too, probably.
yeah,
well,
well,
that's the 9th is the Sunday afternoon game.
so like I said, I'm crashing at Johnny's place. So I mean, sure, why not?
Exactly. What do you care?
Everybody should get in at that weekend, and we'll
Well,
see
I'll go.
if see if my connection at the Orioles get us a suite,
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely. And then
works
we
for
can
me,
get
man.
the suite life.
I haven't been. The last MLB game I've been to live was watching the Jays. That was Jesus, 16 years ago. It's been a while. So
it's been literally
Joe
a year.
Carter hit that home run. It's like
no, it wasn't that long ago. I wish I was there for that. Are you kidding me? Oh wow, that's iconic moment here in Canada. Shut up! I wish I was there and watched that.
You just said George Bell.
I was on
I've been
a
older.
Oh shit! Yeah, Jesus, 1985 when they made the playoffs for the first time. You kidding me? I know all this shit, man. There you go.
All right.
Fired up. Yeah, sure, man. Trip to Camden Yards, absolutely.
It's actually been a year since I've been to Camden Yards because this time last year, Jen and I were in close to this time last year. We were in Maryland for the banner raising.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thumbs up on that.
I took a picture of you guys at Camden Yards.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I
Right in
was
front of
there.
the warehouse. They lost to the Astros in 2 games.
We bought
Stop
we bought 8 beers at one time just
Yeah,
because we had to.
yeah, we had to because of laws.
'Cause of law.
Lyle, did you hear Jeremy Roenick's comments about contracts?
Yeah. I thought I heard an old man yelling at a cloud.
Johnny, did you hear about his little tweet?
I heard that he was angry that people are making so much money now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. That's kind of rich for a
the
guy
long and the short of it.
who made $50 million in his career, and then
Right.
moved on to a lucrative TV thing,
And for a guy who bilked the Kings and Sharks out of money and produced nothing.
and who was also among the guys who basically stabbed Bob Goodenow in the back and worked to cut the side deal, rather than during the nuclear winter of 2004-05. He was among that group of players that basically broke ranks, and basically the salary cap system that we have today is because of them. So kind of rich coming from JR, who, when he was a player and outspoken, that was fine. But now that he's kind of almost kind of corporate, if you will.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he the
I would
Triple
say.
H of hockey.
Yeah,
players?
exactly. Kind of doing exactly.
He used to be a bad boy, and now he's
gone all corporate now. Yeah.
Shaved his head, started a
Like
development
Kane.
program.
That's
Doing
it.
great for himself.
It's like,
Married Bill Wirtz's daughter.
there were people. Listen, there were people who were bitching about Jeremy Roenick making his money back in the day. And I'm sure 25 years from now, the guys that are making big money now, I'm sure there'll be one of them who'll sit there and he'll whine like a wanker about that too. Nobody cares. It's the nature of the business. Move on. Roenick, you made your money. Shut up. You're still making money.
We didn't have these robots playing in goal.
So, let's be honest. In 35 years, the people making money are going to be playing NHL 50, and it's gonna be like they're just gonna be sitting there playing video games, and everybody's gonna be like, "I remember when you actually had to skate."
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, well, with global warming, it'll all be puddles and they'll all be
Ah,
rollerblading. There you go.
there's no such thing as global warming. Listen, it's all a hoax. Listen,
Yes,
this is
yeah.
all a
That was so good.
simulation.
Mm.
This is all a hoax.
That was so
We're all in a
good.
simulation together. The birds are all dead. They're just drones. It's videotaping on live.
Birds are fake.
Birds
I
are
found
fake.
that
Wow.
out.
We
Birds
found
are
that out
fake.
this,
Birds
this
are
week.
Fake news. Birds are fake news.
Birds
I
are
have
fake.
the best birds. I'm getting the best
Spy
birds. made.
birds.
Did
That's
you
birds.
literally not hear about that, Lyle? About a guy who is so convinced that birds are fake and are drones, he bought a billboard in Memphis that said birds aren't real.
Well, I mean, that's convincing to me.
Obviously, he looks like a guy who paired beers and bacon.
Pretty.
So, yeah, and
What
Yeah.
does he eat?
well,
Fried chicken? What does he? How does he?
You know
explain
what?
that?
You know what? You
It's
know
just
what?
fried
It's
drugs.
his money. It's his money. Fooling and money is soon parted, quickly parted.
I'm surprised he
Fine.
had that money. The looks of him, he looks like Oster the Grouch personified.
That's probably where he got the money. He's a fucking hoarder, so he's
Yeah.
he probably.
I'm convinced birds aren't real. In all honesty,
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, listen, man.
Okay, hey, whatever.
I heard a
go
seagull
with
last night. I live in North Dakota. There's no goddamn sea here. Not even in the name of the state.
That's true.
that. Do you have a
Zero
big-
sea.
Do you have a big lake?
There's a bunch.
No,
of
not
sea in this state,
actually.
I'm
We,
sure.
we don't.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, we're all flatland.
well, that's not.
I don't
good.
think a retention pond is consistent of a lake.
Well, because if you don't have like big lakes or nothing, well,
You
then
can ask Jeff Loft that.
could be trouble.
That's what he does.
Anyway.
Makes those retention lakes. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Drain
See what I'm
off
saying?
lake.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Mama say, Mama sa, Maxasa. Should we be worried about Patrick Laine getting phone calls about his contentious nature with the Winnipeg Jets?
That situation is kind of hard to kind of nail down, you know.
That situation's weird. It's getting weirder by the day.
It is. You kind of get this sense he's kind of tepid about things, you know. But at the same time, you know that the Jets just aren't going to give him away because, quite honestly, you're not going to win that trade, man. You know,
No.
you're really not. So best to try to sign him right now. He wants to. Apparently, he still wants to get a short-term deal done with him. Apparently, what did I read? The Jets offered, was it 2 or 3 years? It's $6.5 million per, and he wants that bumped up over 7. So yeah, fun times. I'm more concerned about what's going on with Dustin Byfuglien.
How's he only making $7 million a year?
Who, Laine?
Yeah.
He doesn't play defense.
That's fine.
That-
One-dimensional, dude.
Alex,
he only
he's-
scores lots of goals.
If he he scores lots of goals when he's got the right line mate.
Right.
That's why he only scored
Is it
30
spelled
last year.
LAIN, mate?
The Laine mate. Got
Line
it.
mate. Yeah, no. Good one though.
Dad.
He would rather be on the first line with Mark Scheifele and Blake Wheeler, but then hell, I would like to be on the first line with Blake Wheeler and Mark Scheifele because hell, I might have a shot at scoring 30 or 40 goals at that rate with those guys. But I kid because obviously I would be lucky to even get one. But anyway, but Laine, yeah, there's no look. I mean, he would, he basically put the cards on the table last week when he was saying, listen, you look at, I would basically said I would rather be on the first line. He's, nothing personal against, Brian Little and Nikolai Ehlers, but they're not Scheifele and Wheeler, and that's where he prefers to be. Unfortunately, Kyle Connor is a better fit there because Kyle Connor is also responsive defensively. So, he's kind of got to suck it up. Now, if they'd been able to keep Paul Stastny, I think you would have seen him again in the, in the 40, maybe even nudging toward the 50 goal club this season. But, they lost Stastny to the Vegas Golden Knights. They tried Brian Little. That didn't work. They tried bringing in Kevin Hayes, and that was a disaster. So, basically the situation is what it is. He's got to basically go out and prove that he can make his line mates better and not the other way around. And that's why he's, probably going to get $7 million. I would say, yeah, He'll
Wow.
probably get that much, but he could have gotten so much. If he had had another 40 to 50 goal season, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be having this
He
conversation
could have
right
written
now.
his own check.
Absolutely, and he would have gotten it too. But
Can I ask if it's good or bad we're not hearing about Kyle Connor and his contract situation?
I think that's a good thing. That's staying quiet. Again, it's sort of like, you keep hearing this, well, we're hearing they're not close. We're hearing they're not close. Yeah, we heard that about Kachuk. We heard that about Point. And then what happened? Oh, shit, kabang. Oh, look, they got signed. So I kind of get a feeling it'll probably be Connor will get signed before Laine, but I think they would prefer to do them both at the same time so that they know what they're working with, and then come out. But again, I'm more concerned about what's going to happen with Dustin Byfuglien.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
And I wrote about it this week about burnout in hockey, and it seems that's what Dustin Byfuglien is burnout in hockey. And Alex Goligoski comes out as well. What can be done about this? Because we're going to see a lot more guys, younger players, start to get burned out more and more, whether it be just because they played too much year round. It's not fun for them anymore. It's just the grind is too much. Like what can be done about this?
Well, realistically, what should be done is they should obviously reduce the number of, it should go to a 70-game regular season, I think. And the playoffs should be shortened too. You can make the first 2 rounds best of 5 and the final 2 rounds best of 7 if you want. But that's not going to happen. So what you have to look at is obviously you keep those bye weeks in place for one. I know we heard a lot of critics over the last 2 years. Oh, the bye weeks are terrible. Teams come back from them, they lose their momentum and blah, blah, blah. But as we heard with Goligoski, he said, like that helped provide, a spark for him. That was the rest that he needed, because after that, he said first game back, all of a sudden he had all this energy again. He was excited to play the game again. He was feeling really good, and his performance improved after that. So you keep the bye weeks for one. But I think, honestly, the 2 things you got to do, and one of them will be difficult, I think, is the back-to-back game, like the 3 games in 4 nights, 4 games in 6 nights, whatever, 2 games in 3 nights. That's just murder. That really is. I mean, any of us
happened a lot more in the last 5-6 years.
You've got that right, Johnny. Absolutely. And I mean, listen, if you have played the game at any level, playing games on consecutive nights, that's hard. That's hard. I mean, you're already feeling from the night before, and now you got to go back out there the next night and go out again. And it's just your energy level isn't what it was. Okay, the previous night. Ideally, the team should all the teams should be able to have a night off between games. You would think, but the way the scheduling is now, and with more teams in, that's going to be kind of hard to do. But if there's any way at all to limit the amount of back-to-back games, that will help. I think something though that all the teams can do, and I think it would help a lot, eliminate the morning skate. Get rid of it. That is something that was, you never saw a morning skate, and by that, obviously, you guys know what I mean with morning skate is that's the game,
like an actual practice.
The game, it's the game day skate, basically. Yeah. And that never used to happen in the NHL, or I should say never, but very rarely. And then when the Edmonton Oilers dynasty rolled around in the 80s, those guys, I mean, they loved to get out there, and they started doing these morning skates, the day of the game. But remember too, it was a different time and a different league back then. There were fewer teams. The schedule wasn't as draining.
The Oilers were the only team not smoking.
Pretty much.
The talent wasn't there for everyone across the board.
Exactly. So the Oilers could go out, play the game days, and then go out that night and still tear the league up. Who cared? They were better than everybody else. It didn't matter. But that's something then that a lot of other teams started to adopt. They looked at the Oilers and going, well, geez, they do morning skates. We should do morning skates. And then everybody started doing it. And I never understood the sense of that. It's like, why are you putting your guys out there the morning of a game to go out and practice for 2 hours? And for what? For what? They've got a game that night. I mean, if you want to make it an optional skate and the guys would just go noodle around a bit, okay, that's fine. But don't put them through their paces on a regular practice.
It's fine to knock out some lactic acid, especially if you played the night before with a 45-minute, screw around type skate.
Yeah,
here's what we're going to talk about, go through things. But an actual practice before playing is worthless.
it absolutely is. It's ridiculous. There is no need to, and you're starting to see teams now eliminate them. Columbus Blue Jackets do not hold morning skates. They they don't do game day skates. Not Vancouver Canucks, Philadelphia Flyers now under Alain Vigneault. They don't do that. In fact, Vigneault did not put the Rangers through that. He stopped doing that. I believe the final year or two that he was there, he stopped game day skates, and the players all said, yeah, we feel better, blah, blah, blah. They didn't feel that they lost their edge or anything like that. Now, again, if you want to have an optional skate for guys that are what they call your black aces, especially in the playoffs, because those guys never know when they're going to be needed, and they want to stay sharp because they're not going to see any game time, then yeah, sure, absolutely, but just make that an optional thing. And don't punish anybody if they don't show up. Tell them, look, this will not be held against you. Okay. If you don't want to come out and it's basically just going to be, as you said, John, just a light skate, it's kind of noodle around a bit. We're not doing drills or any of that stuff. If you just want to go out and stay loose and all that, fine. But this is not going to be a bag drive. This is not going to be a hard ass skate. Then don't make the punishment. Don't make these guys think, well, if I don't show up, I'm not there. Geez, everybody will think I'm a slacker. No, but quite honestly, just eliminate it entirely. Just eliminate it and just have an optional skate for your like I said, for your black aces. That's it. Because these guys, it's hockey. Why do you think they always look so much happier in the summertime? And you're like, geez, I thought these guys loved the game. Yeah, they love the game, but they also fucking like getting away from it for
You
a
can only
while.
like it for so long.
Oh my God. Yeah,
but then didn't they just start the beauty league up in Minnesota or whatever,
Yeah,
so they can play
if
more
you
competitive hockey
but
in the
if
summer?
you've ever seen the Beauty League, and I mean, I haven't been to it myself, but I've seen clips of it. That's just fun. That's just a bunch of guys getting together. It's just kind of an early little shake off the rust before we go to camp, but let's have some fun. That's completely different from, right, preseason stuff, and let's get out and all that. And I mean, it's bad enough you spend most of your summer training anyway. I mean, I see the guys, just the guys that are, minor leaguers and junior players here in Charlottetown who train in the gym that I'm at, and watching them go through their drills. I mean, that's bad enough. But the good thing for them, they train in the morning and then they go out in the afternoon, and it's golf, it's sailing, it's whatever they want to do. So
I did see something interesting that I want to bring up and see what other people think. Sean Leahy had his player questionnaire segment that came out. I think it was last week, maybe. I saw this on Twitter. And he did ask the question of how it was effectively, I don't think it was asked the exact same way, but it was effectively like, how does the NHL season not be as taxing on a player's body, etc.? And I don't remember who it was exactly, but one of the answers was playing more series, like a 2 or 3 game weekend, the same way that like baseball would do, and not traveling as much, not doing the 2-3 week West Coast stints where you're away from your family and that kind of stuff. And I almost wonder if that plays into it some as well, that the season isn't so much as really, really hard on a player physically, but mentally it gets taxing, because when you have a couple kids and you have a family and you actually want to see your children's first steps, but you're away in Anaheim for the weekend playing hockey, like I wonder if that starts weighing on a player at some point as well.
That's a good point. I mean, that's something. Obviously, this should be something that the league should, and the PA should seriously look at, because you're right, there is that option. But too, I mean, let's face it, some of those travel schedules, that's a hell of a grind in itself. I mean, for people who think, oh, what a glamorous life, it's like, okay, yeah, try sleeping on a damn plane after a game. Okay, good luck with that. That is not easy.
I do it really well.
After you've played a hocky game, after your energy level is all charged up.
After a hockey game,
you're a rarity.
All the hockey games that I played, I've gotten on planes.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I did it after wrestling, but yeah.
But I mean, your energy. I mean, you're just jarred up. I mean, the adrenaline's flowing. I mean, that's what back in the day, like reading Ken Dryden's book, The Game. Back in the day, they used to bring beer with them because basically that's what they did to medicate to go to sleep. You pound back a couple of beers, get sleepy, fall asleep on the plane. Perfect. Wake up. Oh, okay. We're in LA. Good. Okay. But that's really not a good way to do it either. But yeah, maybe that's something they can look at doing, because you're right. I mean, sooner or later, you got to figure that's going to start to be an issue, where more and more players, and then you're going to start seeing, or it could even end up maybe prematurely bringing a big star's career to an end. We could reach a point where you could see a player of the stature of Ovechkin or a Crosby or a McDavid, right in their prime, turning around after 10 years or 12 years going, I've accomplished everything I want to do. I'm just tired of this now. It's too much of a grind. The season's too long. We have these stupid morning practices. We've got these long ass road trips and blah, blah, blah. It's something they should look at.
And they can make so much money in 12 years now.
Oh yeah.
God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. So, I mean, not every player is the same. Obviously, some are just super hardwired for this and they love it and eat it up. But then there are guys that just, not saying that, that they're no less dedicated, but not everybody's the same. For some people, the schedule and the training, things like that are going to take more of a toll than it will on others. So.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think you need to do, and I've thought about that too. Like, why can't they do like junior leagues? Because the NAHL, they work from September to March, and they still get 60 games in, and they play only every weekend. So why would you not want to do something like that, or something close to that, where you do every weekend, and that fills up your games, and you're not traveling too much during the week or at all during the week if you can help it.
Mm-hmm.
So. That's definitely a good thing, and I like that. I like that idea a lot. Mark, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the. They're already sort of doing this with the whole West Coast swing. It's not like they're flying to Anaheim and then back to Winnipeg and then back out to LA, right? They already sort of plan it so that they're on road trips.
But they're constantly moving, though. Like they're going from Anaheim to San Jose the next night and. Kind of thing.
Well, yeah, but if you're talking about minimizing time away from your family, wouldn't you want to play back-to-backs on the West Coast or something? If you were going to do it somewhere, wouldn't you want to do it there so you could get home faster?
Well, yeah. So the thought process though was that you wouldn't play. So you would play, so this conversation was you would play a Friday and Saturday night against the Ducks in Anaheim, and you wouldn't play the Ducks again all season. And then the next year they would fly to you. The same way that kind of baseball works, except for the fact that you play the same team 18 times in baseball, or what it seems like at least.
Right.
And there's like 470 games, I think.
But see, the problem there is that the whole Gary Bettman focusing on players versus teams and rivalries was that when they made the new schedule, everyone got a chance to see Alex Ovechkin in their home arena every year.
That's true.
So it's going to be a hard sell to roll that back.
And that's the thing too. The league is also, let's remember, I mean, most professional sports league are very conservative minded. I mean, it's just the way it is. But I mean, the NHL much more so. I mean, it's, change comes at a glacial pace in this league. So it could be another generation.
Not with global warming.
Because there's no such thing as glaciers now. See, so things can happen fast. See, things can turn around.
Listen, glaciers are just in hiding a while. You're blind to it, brother.
Yeah.
You're blind to the glaciers. The glaciers just hide until they're uprising. And then
they're bringing down ships. I've seen this before.
Exactly. And then freaking next thing you know, Kate Winslet's there, but Leonardo can't get a goddamn Emmy for till 75 years later.
Emmy?
Don't worry about it. I'm rolling.
It's the Scotty Was Dogmatic Rant Hour.
He can get an Emmy. Don't tell him his business.
Exactly. Don't at me, bro. All right, now.
Oh God!
Everybody, shut up. Listen, it's often rumored, much like the quad box. It never really comes true until it comes true.
True.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is September 25th, the year of our Lord, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
What happened these past weeks that we have skipped out on? What has happened these past few weeks that we have ignored and been blind to the fact about?
Are we talking about the return of Clinton Dix to the FedEx Field?
Ha ha! Clinton Dix. No.
Oh.
He finally made a play in FedEx Field, though. It's amazing.
Yeah, it took him a while.
Took him a bit.
And a
Went to
different
team. No, listen. We have been. The fall has come. There's children out on the playground.
Gigi.
Some of them on the
Oh,
swing
children.
set. Some of them on the swing set. Gentlemen, we have forgotten our roots. Gentlemen, we have forgotten our 200-point swing. We have forgotten the pick'em.
Look
Here
who's
it
back.
comes.
Look
Back.
who's back.
It is time for your pick'em segment.
Tell that friend.
Wow.
This week, we will open up, as we always do, with Quebecois,
White.
the Kumja.
Kumja.
If you don't remember from last year, I do, and I can tell you.
That's why you're
Mark with a C barely showed up, but that did not mean he did not assert his dominance.
Yeah.
1 regular season, 1 postseason. He is your champion.
He was
going
like
into
the
this
first wire-to-wire winner, I think.
one. I think
Yeah.
he was.
I would say it's because he didn't play back-to-back games and didn't have morning skates.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yep.
And,
True.
but he was flying all over the place. That was the weird part.
And he
Yeah.
was also sleep deprived.
yes.
When
So
things don't change.
right, things vary back and
Welcome
forth.
to fatherhood, son.
I
Welcome.
want this
Um,
in English, not in French, damn it.
The
Sorry.
we are here with the Kumja in the first week of the Pick'em.
Mhm.
Mark, you are the champion.
Okay, so here's the irony. The English and the French versions are not any different
No,
when looking at the teams. What the hell?
Mark, you have the honors with your
Thank
truly,
you. Thank you.
the official hard seltzer of the National Hockey League.
Official hard seltzer. Did you add extra vodka to that, or is it 5%?
No, I mean, it's 5%. I'm going to bed after this. I don't need more vodka.
All right.
Ridiculous. What do you think I do after we get off the show?
Pound more.
I mean, I'm just. You have a broken
Hang in
alarm
there,
clock
buddy.
in your
I
house.
would have been asleep.
He's
two
two. He's going to be
hours
too
ago.
soon. Your broken alarm clock is going to be too
Okay.
soon.
Yeah.
I don't think Mark's feeling the joy of fatherhood this evening.
it's fine. It's fine.
He woke up at I don't know, sometime in the middle of the night last night.
Broken alarm clock. I told you.
Yeah. So first of all,
Mhm.
you should all be ashamed of yourselves.
I am every day.
The future of America,
Every
the future of the world lies in your hands, and all you care about is economic growth.
You don't have
It's not real.
you don't have pigtails though.
Yeah, simmer down there, Pippi.
God, she was angry and also disturbing.
Well,
I thought
If you
she did
took
a
I-
great
if you took a boat across the Atlantic Ocean, you would be too.
I think she did a great job.
I think she has. I think she has a right to be. Quite honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm.
I'm with Lyle on this
I'm
one.
with her on this one, man. She, listen, as somebody who was born in the tail end of the baby boom thing, which I hate because I have more in common with Gen Xers than I do with baby boomers because they're all a bunch of hippies. But I sincerely apologize for the damage my generation has wrought upon the world. Thank
I'm
you.
not. Fuck you. I want a can opener in 2 days.
But you're an angry Gen Xer. See?
Give me that. Give me that damn can opener in 2 days, Amazon.
I was a
I don't
Gen
care
X.
how it
I'm a
gets
Gen
here.
Xer.
Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, so just like the planet is going to have a rebirth after this.
It's just
That's
their Matrix
amazing.
rebooting.
It's I'm gonna go with the Sherbrooke Phoenix.
I like it.
Nice tie in there.
I like the gimmick. Who was second last year?
Yeah, sure as hell wasn't me.
Lyle, you were second last year.
That was so good.
Honestly, I couldn't remember. Was I really? Or you? Just
Yes,
told
you
me?
were.
Oh,
You were 4 points ahead of Johnny.
That's
oh,
so good.
boy.
Sure as hell wasn't me.
That's my line for the night. There we go.
Mhm.
Well, you guys know I have a theme. I stick to it every year.
Sure.
Partly because I'm a creature of habit, partly because I'm old and it's hard for me to think up new things.
Fair enough.
So I'm sticking with my wrestling theme,
Uh-huh.
and I'm also going with my hometown. So I'm going with the Charlottetown Islanders.
All right.
Nice.
Johnny.
I don't know what my gimmick is going to be for this year.
Oh,
I had a good gimmick the last 2 years.
Yep.
Now I might just go all willy nilly. I might go heel.
Go heel. It's time somebody did a heel turn besides Scotty. No, Scotty's
Um,
permanent heel. He never does a face turn.
yeah, no, really doesn't.
No.
So I'm gonna go.
Not wrong.
I'm gonna go with the.
But you wear it well, Scotty.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice work. Great work. So I was gonna do something, but if I'm gonna go heel, I have to be far more narcissistic. So I'm gonna go with the St. John Sea Dogs.
Hey, look at him. Get it? Because it's his name.
He's gonna try and that. Oh, that's gonna be a hard gimmick to pull off this year.
No, it's
brother.
not. Johnny will find a way.
Yeah, yes, he will.
Johnny
That's
will
true.
find a way.
That's true.
Remember,
will.
he has all of the Mark ones as well that he
That's
can
true.
use.
Very true.
Listen, it's great and all. What's behind my head right here? Over here.
A
This
banner.
camera does
I'm
suck.
not gonna say Dan.
See, I told you it's backwards.
So that's not great. You're right. What's behind my head right here?
Is that the WWE Championship?
It's all the gold.
all the gold.
And I go to a place in my mind and I say to myself,
What
where's
a
one
wonderful
place? Where's the one place where I am going to make sure that I get all the gold, where I'm appreciated for all the gold? So I'm going to Arena I'm a Gold. The Noranda Huskies play in I'm a Gold Arena.
Okay, I like it. I didn't know where you were going with that at first, but I like
That's
it.
like half Mario and half Gold Dust.
I'm
Right?
gonna win.
You forgot to do.
Mamma mia!
Perfect.
There you go.
That's perfect.
All right.
Gold Dust Mario.
So that's the old school thing that we put together.
Cool. I like it.
Go to the new school thing we put together.
Yes, sir.
We're going back. We're going back to the 90s.
Uh-oh.
We're going back
Uh-oh.
to April 10th, 1994.
Oh, dear.
From the Harvard Civic Center.
This might have been right after I graduated.
The 1994?
94?
Yeah.
No,
1984.
I was in high school.
Okay.
I
Your
might have gotten a car.
Your Tampa Bay Lightning are taking on your Hartford Whalers.
Huh.
1994, April 94.
Both these
April
teams sound
1980.
awful.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just going to be this easy, as it is all the time.
So you say.
We're going to start off with Johnny P.
I'm gonna go with
18 skaters aside, 3 goalies.
Oh, boy.
ooh, 3 goalies, a 3-goalie night.
Mm-hmm.
We almost had a quad goalie night. We need a quad goalie night
need
when
a
we have
quad
quad
goalie
balls.
night. Quad balls.
Quad box.
Okay,
Could I go with Jeff Sanderson?
You can go there. You're a winner. Jeff Sanderson on the board.
Wow.
Yes.
There he is. There he is.
Go up now to the top part. Mark.
Andrew Castles.
Andrew
That's a good
Castles
pick.
on the board. 3 assists for Andrew Castles.
Oh!
Just
Our
that.
Whalers
easy.
knowledge is fantastic right now.
Lyle Richardson to keep it going.
All right. I'm going to say Bobby Holik. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Ah,
No Bobby Holik.
Bobby Holik.
All right, back to John.
All right. I'm gonna go Vinny Prospel.
Vinny Prospel, no sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, darn it.
To Mark.
It's probably too soon, but Ron Francis.
Probably.
Too late.
Too
Yeah,
late.
he was
Too
with Pittsburgh by then.
Yeah,
Yes, he
that's
was.
I knew it was one of the two.
Hmm.
Pittsburgh by then.
You were at least with the same organization, close to the same organization. I appreciate that out of you. Half a point. Lyle.
Is that new for this year?
Yes.
That would be
Okay.
great if you had like an around the horn type thing where you could give us points during this.
I'm pretty sure I can if I wanted to be really producing on the fly.
All right,
It's another layer, right? Yeah.
I'm switching over to the Lightning here, just just because it's the only one that I can think of right now from back of that time, and I'm going to say Brian Bradley.
On the board, 2 assists.
Yes!
Mr. Tampa Bay Lightning, Brian.
Jeez.
I don't know if I get it.
Johnny P.
That's amazing. 1994 Tampa Bay Lightning, huh?
And the Hartford Whalers as well.
Sean Burke.
Ooh.
Be there on the board.
Wow.
With he gave up 3 goals on 5 shots.
Sounds great. He was their third goalie.
He did 4 minutes of action, and obviously there's a reason why he got pulled.
4 minutes of action is a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
Mock.
Let's see. I'm gonna. Was there an Oleg Tverdovsky on one of these teams?
There was not, but I appreciate the Oleg Tverdovsky drop. Appreciate that.
I thought I feel like he could have been on the Whalers back then.
He played for the Ducks at that point, so you weren't too far off from 2 expansion teams.
Yeah.
Hartford essentially then moved like 2 years later. Lyle.
I'm trying to remember like for draft picks earlier then. Hang on. Oh, what's this? Rob Zamner.
On the board with a Rob Zamner. Holy Jesus!
Wow.
Bull. Lyle
Interesting.
strained himself a little on that one.
Because I'm remembering he was the only he was that weird ass pick for Canada in the Olympics 2 years later.
Oh yeah,
That's why he's kind of stuck in my mind. It was people are like, who? Why is he on this team?
Rob Wutner.
Yeah, exactly. I was hoping he was there.
Johnny.
Okay.
I don't know why this is stuck in my head. I'm just gonna say it. I need to get it out of my head. It's Peter Sidorkovich.
No, sorry.
Damn.
Good one though.
He was the only representative for the Ottawa Senators by that point.
All right.
Actually, I think he was in New Jersey at that point. Back in
Who knows? I don't even know if he played for the Whalers. To be honest,
He did. He was their guy. Mark.
Archer Zerbe.
No, sir. Sorry.
He slapped that down quick.
No.
Yeah. All right. And you're gonna slap this one down quick too.
Sure.
Frank Pietrangelo.
Sorry. Nope.
Yeah. I'm staying away from Hartford. I seem to be having more luck with the friggin' Lightning here. Just pulling names out of my ass.
Gianni.
Rod Brendamore.
Sorry. Sorry. Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so much more fun being able to see everybody.
Yeah.
Michael Ute.
No, sorry. I appreciate that. Mark's winning on drops tonight.
Yeah,
I
he is.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're at least around the area.
You're in the same years.
We're like
wrong teams.
We're not so much Hartford, but we're in like New Hampshire.
Yeah. Close to Providence, maybe. Lyle, your wheels were spinning.
Okay. It's gonna be one of these two guys. Brendan Shanahan.
Sorry.
Why am I going Hartford? Go back to the Lightning, Lyle.
Yeah, Jesus, Lyle.
Damn it.
Because no
Johnny,
one knows the Lightning.
right? Exactly.
Vincent Lecavalier.
No, sorry, too early.
Yeah, that's way too early. Yeah.
4 years too early.
That's fine. 4 years isn't nothing at that
No,
age.
it's nothing. No.
No.
Mark.
Lubomir Visnovsky.
There it is.
On the board.
No, but I appreciate it. Todd Butts appreciates your contribution to this game.
Okay.
To Lyle.
Going to the Lightning again. Roman Hammerlick.
There it is. Hey, thank God.
Wow.
There's that
there we
first
go.
round pick I was looking for.
There it is.
Roman
There it is.
Hammerlick.
Yes.
One assist. Hopefully it'll spark everybody else as we get to the last call.
That's
Oh, boy.
amazing.
Johnny P, last
Nope,
call.
not going to help me at all.
No.
God. Darren Pupa.
Ooh,
Sorry, no, but I
Oh.
appreciate it.
solid.
I
That one,
appreciate
yeah.
that effort. Mark, last call.
Peter Svoboda.
Ooh, no. Again, appreciate the effort.
I feel like we're right around the strike zone.
You're kind of around
Yeah.
there.
Right around it.
You're in the Northeast. That's much we know. Lyle, your last attempt.
Okay, Chris Gratton.
There it is. End on a high note.
We ended
Now
with
I'm
a
in
good
the
one.
wheelhouse here.
There you
Shit,
go.
if we were going a
Well,
couple
keep
more rounds.
going.
Ah, dang
Yeah,
it.
how many
I
more
was
you
only
got?
This
4
is
years
like the
too-
shootout. This is like the shootout.
Okay,
Shootout
I got
goalie
two more.
thing.
I got
You
two
keep
more.
going until you miss one.
I got two more here. Well, yeah, until I miss. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Lyle.
okay. Because the other. Oh, I thought they were going to go around the
No,
other.
Do you
round.
guys do you guys have any
No,
other puns?
No, I was
Okay.
4 years too early.
just
on
wanna
All
hear
Peter
right.
Lyle.
Mark Bureau.
Wow, great pull. Board.
Yes. All
Yeah,
right. One
I
more.
prefer-
one
I
more.
actually,
I got one more.
I loved it. I loved the nightstand that came with the
Yeah,
Mark
it's
Bureau.
true.
You took it.
There it is.
Matching nightstand was a great line for
Yeah.
Mark Bureau.
Oh,
I think he was Czech.
Thanks,
Um,
Johnny. Now I can't remember the last one.
Oh, there you go.
I got.
Yeah. The bedroom set line.
This one I think was going to be will be downfall anyway, even if it was his last one anyhow. Igor Ulanov.
Ah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Well, no,
Okay.
he was not there.
Hey, I got the bureau. I got the
You
bureau.
got the
whole
bureau,
thing,
and
bureau.
you know what? With that, you get the nightstand.
Yes.
I
Um,
fully appreciate Mark's bedroom set
bed-
line
yeah, bed-
drop.
Bed set line is great.
Okay, who we got there?
With Stanislav chest of drawers.
I was gonna go Stan headboard, but that was
we would have.
Yeah, but you gotta watch out for
Stan Headboard.
all leg twin bed as well.
Yeah, twin bed.
Oh man.
For the Tampa Bay Lightning, Mikael Anderson, Mark Bergevin,
Oh,
Look at that.
there you go.
Bradley
Miles should
Bureau,
have known that.
yeah, Bureau, Sean Chambers.
That's actually
win
part of
for
the bedroom
26?
set.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, the old-fashioned one. Yeah.
he needed to wear number 26.
That's true. He saved the Queen, Enrico Ciccone,
Mm.
Oh yes, Enrico Ciccone.
Danton Cole, Adam Creighton, Corey Cross, Pat Ellenuk, Grattan Hammerlick, Chris Joseph, Peter Klima, Jason Ruff. This man had 2 goals. Denny Savard.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's right. They left him on. Yeah, Montreal
Yep.
left him unprotected in the. That's right. Yep.
John Tucker, Zomner, and in goal, he's got rings from every league there is imaginable. Wendell Young.
Wow.
Young.
Wow.
For your Whalers, much worse. Castles, Ted Crowley, who I think that's how we met his mother. Ted Drury, Mark Janssens, with 2 goals and assists, Robert Cron.
Robert Cron. That's who I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
He
Not
was
Buffalo
so
Leaf.
good in that movie. What was that? Oh, sorry, that was Tron.
Tron.
Tron, yep,
Tron.
no.
My
Yep,
bad.
his
I
legacy.
saw where you're going with that. Yeah.
Frantisek Cucurella,
Mm-hmm,
brother, the lesser Lemieux, Jocelyn,
Ah.
Brad McCrimmon, Bob McGill, Robert Petrovicki. This one, I think some people would be like, Chris Pronger.
Yeah, I was thinking
See-
I should guess Pronger, but
No,
then
I was gonna say Pronger, and then I was like, he had to have been too young for that, and then I forgot that he was our modern day Chris Chelios.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian Propp,
Damn it!
Paul Ranheim, Jeff Sanderson was mentioned.
I
John
loved him in Mad About You, by the way.
Right? He's great. John Stevens, Jim Storm,
Jim Storm.
Darren
He started
Turcotte.
his own bowling line, right?
I know, he's amazing. He should be invited to the Big Stand Invitational. And of course, the little ball of hate, Pat Verbeek.
Oh, Verbeek.
We
Right.
mentioned John Burke in goal, but the other goalie who got the win, 38 saves, only let in 1 goal in the 56 minutes he was in there, and he didn't fall to pieces. Jeff Reese.
Jeffries
didn't fall to pieces.
I see.
Uh,
Halloween coming up.
What? Oh, it
Halloween
is coming up, I guess.
Yeah,
In
in a month.
about a month.
in a month.
Yeah,
In
Is
a
it
month,
October
it's
yet?
7 days. Halloween.
it's fine. No, it's
Is it
fine.
October yet?
It's
Listen,
in October yet.
Is it
my
October?
son.
Hashtag it. Hashtag that shit.
Wake me up when October ends.
All right, we did it, kids.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad. Those teams were both junk.
They're garbage.
Yeah.
But I will say this: considering I have this other laptop here, the dedicated computer did pretty well. There
Yes,
was
it
little
did.
lag.
It did.
Big difference this time.
Lyle
around.
could hear everybody. Things
Perfect.
are good. I had 17 hipsters from Lightstream tell me, "Hey, what happened?"
Even with quad box.
Even with Quadbox, we did work. We got the logo in the middle there. Gritty showed up.
Yeah.
It's a great
Can't
time
wait
for
until
everybody.
we get to Sext box.
Oh,
That's
whoa,
gonna be the
hello.
best.
Ouch. Wow.
We'll have 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, lady.
Oh, hello.
Well, we can't get much farther than Sext box.
No, we really can't.
No.
Ocbox?
Octobox.
No, it's too many.
Octobox. No, we can have 8 people.
I
8
thought you
people's the
said
max.
7 was the max.
Well, the host and 7.
oh,
so-
the host and 7.
Yeah, we can have Ocbox.
Oh, I see.
As you see in the green room, we only have 4 of 8. We've only had half this.
4 of 8.
I prefer
4 of
7
8.
of 9.
Yes.
7 and
who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Anyway.
All right. Well,
What a
Lyle's been
good Star Trek drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
nice.
Nice way to finish it.
Perfect. Lyle's been fun. It's been real fun, buddy. We will talk to you next
Lyle's
week.
gonna
Start
have a
hockey
lot of
season.
fun watching all my DVDs of The Greatest American Hero.
There it is.
Oh, I love that show.
Okay, see, here it is. Here we go.
Wait a minute. How
Here we
did you-
go.
How were you able to watch that show? That was supposed to be just for us.
It's supposed to be for us. Wonderful.
Well, believe it
It
or
wasn't
not,
the
I'm
greatest
walking on
North
air
American
now.
hero, Lyle.
See,
It was-
Lyle's like, I'm in now. I definitely have DVDs of The Greatest American Hero that my parents bought for me
There you go.
because I watched it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too. I remember watching the very first episode where Buddy goes to take off and he falls in the lake. I was like, well, this is different. Anyway,
So that's a pratfall.
yes.
All right, Lyle. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk
Talk
to you
to you
again
guys
next
next
week.
All right. In the Octobox.
Octobox. There he goes. Lyle Richardson. SpectresHockey.net. And
This
then
is actually so much more fun.
smash it. It is, yeah.
Like it's
like-
interesting being able to be on it, like being on the entire time. 'Cause
Yeah.
had I not been on the entire time, I'm sure I would have peed in my backyard, but I didn't because I was.
You're
on
not. You're not. The camera doesn't track you, brother. You
because
could
I
have
was
still done that.
on well, I didn't want to go all Austin Matthews on people, so
But it's your backyard.
it's my backyard.
But he's my butler. All right. Johnny, shout outs.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Scotty figuring out how to light stream us. I need to do this so that way I can take it back over. But if Scotty's got everything going on, I mean, maybe he's the producer now, and I have to change my business cards.
You're just DJ. You're DJ to the stars.
What else this week? Shout out to Hudson. He'll be 2 soon. I don't think his birthday is actually this weekend, if I remember correctly,
No.
but we're celebrating it this weekend.
Yes.
And what else is happening this weekend? Something else was happening this weekend. I don't remember. I have to check my schedule. Oh, I remember. Fantasy hockey
Yes,
is this weekend.
sure is.
Drafts this weekend
Yeah.
on Saturday and Sunday. And guess what else is also on Sunday? The Roval.
Roval.
That's also so.
Shout
This
out
is all stuff
Roval.
I have in my iPhone calendar, by the way. Just to throw that out there, that I put that the Roval was going to be on Sunday. I have no idea what
love it.
time, but I know
I
that
think it's like 3:00 East.
I know it's going to be on Sunday.
Sunday,
so,
Sunday.
I have Roval to watch on Sunday.
Wonderful.
I got some veggie straws and some beer so that I can. Maybe I'll just drink. I'll eat the veggie straws and drink some Truly.
There you go.
For the NASCAR on Sunday. I'm sure that's the way it goes.
Yeah, exactly. The official hard cider of the NHL.
It's not cider.
I don't know what it is.
It's seltzer.
Whatever.
All right.
Seltzer.
Seltzer.
Hardly know her.
All right, I'm done with my shout
Done with
outs.
this.
Done
Mark.
with- Shout out to the official hard seltzer of Face Off Hockey Show.
A face-off hockey show.
Yeah.
We're finally in line with marketing for the NHL.
That's it.
It took us 19 years.
Shout out to Mario Kart, a tour that came out today for iOS and Android. Free download. Check it out. Been playing that a little bit. It's pretty good for a phone Mario Kart game. It's about as
what you expected?
as about as what you would expect. Yes. It's a
So
pretty
what
good.
you're saying is it is what you thought it would be.
exactly.
Are you going to crown their asses?
If
Will
it's-
you make
if
the
it's
playoffs?
if it's King Koopa, then yes. I
Nice.
will crown his ass. Or maybe I should have won Princess Peach there, but whatever. Either way.
She's in another castle.
Yes. And then also shout out to Greta Thunberg, Thunberg, whatever her name is. That was
Is
such
she a hockey player?
Great speech. It was a great speech. I don't care what you say, Scotty. It's a good speech. Good for her. Laying it down. I want to have a world to grow up in.
You do?
You're 36. You're fine. I think you already did your growing.
That's
I have
true.
a feeling I still have a growth spurt coming.
You're
I mean, I
holding out
haven't
hope.
like let's be honest, I haven't grown in the last 20 years or so. So I have to have a growth spurt coming.
I think you're almost at shrinking terms at this point.
Oh. All right,
all I got. I'm
it
done.
is all downhill after 40.
No shite. Shout out to hockey season starting up for me this weekend. Manitoba Moose, Iowa Wild. Don't you dare miss
Scotty's play. Oh,
it. Oh,
I thought you were playing.
no, I wish.
Are you guys bringing your skates in January?
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely we are.
I want to go skating.
We'll go skating. We'll have a skate. We'll have a
Let's
good
skate on the second rink at Piney Orchard.
We probably can swing that after one of the games. Shout out to Oyo, still alive and well in the Wasilewski household. Boom, a little Tyson Jost. Boom, a little gold crease action. You know it. You love it. Shout out to Jen. She officially quits her job on Friday.
Ooh,
It's her last day. And she's going to take a trip to Colorado starting Saturday. So Scotty's going to be home alone. So you know what that means. Chicken patties and fries every night, baby. The bachelor life, the sweet life, like Zach and Cody.
Hold on,
Anyway.
is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Have food in your house? Yes.
Technically, right now I'm at veggie straws and vodka, which is a thing
Okay.
the way that it's supposed to go, right? Or is
It's
that
a-
like is that
It's
like
a starch. It's a vegetable. It's
is
fine.
that like last ditch? Is that like that's like last ditch bachelor? I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, lordy. Almost 40. That's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, part of Blog Talk Radio. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/FOHS Radio.
We're
Twitter.com/FOHS
monetizing our show
Radio.
again.
Yeah, we're getting. If you heard ads at the beginning and click on them, I don't know if you can click on them, but listen to them. Gives us a little money. Patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow also gives us a little money. And I think that's it. I think that's all. I think we've done it again. And hope you enjoyed the quad box. Hopefully we can keep the quad box going. Remember, 8/13/20? Boom. It's Big Stand Invitational. That's how it goes.
It's left
Yeah.
8, right 13, left 20.
Right. Left 20. And then unlock the magic that is bowling in Anne Arundel County. So, with that all in mind, I don't know what I just said. Remember, kids, global warming is employed by the corporations to make you pay less money for shipping. I don't know what I didn't get much out of her speech. I honestly didn't really listen, nor do I care. Why would I get political? Why do I need to
You
get
don't need to get
political?
political. There's nothing
Don't get
political about global warming, Scotty.
Yes,
it's
there is.
science. It's
Science is bullshit. Science is garbage. Science is a pseudo religion.
Yeah, we'll get Neil Tyson on to talk about it.
Is he going to molest one of us? Fuck everybody.
Rely on the music. Rely on the music. Rely my own music, and we can all get